Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
We're back, baby.
We did it. We survived our own hiatus.
Woohoo!
Welcome to Check
we, though?
Please, the tabletop role-playing game live show. I am your DM, Beardy. And down here are my lovely players. Say hello.
Hello, my name is Keni, and I play Risen the Fateweaver.
Hello, folks. I'm Foaly, and I play Kurla, the Half-Orc Life Oracle.
And I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the cultist swarmonger.
I'm Skrewy. I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin of Eden and Malefera.
I'm Grem. I'm a lovely player that plays a lovely character named Lovette.
It's true. It's true. And with that, let's roll. So last time, the group made camp at Karis' estate, waking up on the morning of the 21st of November, which is a harvest festival in town, and nothing else important happened.
Nope.
Nothing
Oh,
to say.
Oh, right. Aside from Kurla attempting to resurrect Verla, having them go off to the moon to join the god,
To the moon.
the Luna.
Hate to see it happen.
Then, a wish spell being cast to cut Kurla off from that which hungers, which, freed them up to end up becoming kind of a free agent oracle. Roll into the service of Voluna. Then a boon was asked, and basically a miracle was cast to, go back and help Riz for assisting. I mean, it was this whole beautiful sequence of, helping each other out, which culminated in Riz being handed a pinwheel on the morning of the 21st of November during the Harvest Festival, which apparently triggered some kind of blood of memories back into Riz's mind. But aside from that, nothing happened. Yeah.
Which,
No
I mean, is
biggie.
not much.
Yeah, it's not much.
I mean, we stayed in the same place, so that's like nothing.
Right, that's like
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
Like, you guys stayed on the same map, so
And nobody
come on.
died. I mean, if,
Right.
someone almost undied.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair
That's
point.
almost right. That's like negative stuff happening. if
Yeah,
you look at it
right?
like that, yeah. Yeah.
Character deaths are the metric by which we measure events
exactly.
in this campaign.
Yeah. So by that metric, almost negative things happened that session, and currently the party is in the town of Presidium on the 21st of November, and we open up on that Harvest Festival. And Riz, you're holding this pinwheel in your hand, and as it's spinning from the breeze, this rush of memories comes back into your mind. And to everyone else, it seems like Riz just kind of holds still for a moment. But Riz, in your own mind, you have this full recollection of events. So, shall we get into it?
I was waiting for it.
All right. Riz.
Okay.
Riz. You stand on the precipice, as you have every day for as long as you can remember. And you look across the starry sky. You step to the telescope, and you check the card in your hand. A name, a set of coordinates. You adjust the telescope. You peer through, and you see old stars burn out, new ones form. You see the twist of time and luck, and you know this person's fate. You spend hours, an entire day sometime, but you always know. You return to the court. You present the answers. You're given a new card, a new name, new coordinates. And you return to the precipice. You enter the coordinates. You peer through. You see the answers unfold before your eyes. Again, you return to the court. Again, you give your answers. Again and again. This is life. As it always has been, as it always should be. Riz, you stand on the precipice, as you have every day for as long as you can remember. And you look across the starry sky, you step to the telescope, and you check the card in your hand. A name you don't know, and never truly will, a set of numbers, a thin slice of an immeasurable sky, and you adjust the telescope. You peer through, you read their fate with skill and practice, and you return to the court. You deliver the answers, and you get the next name. You sigh. Riz. You stand at the precipice, as you have every day, for as long as you can remember, looking out over the most beautiful starry sky you've ever seen. In your hand is a card with a name and coordinates. You look at the telescope. You look out over the vastness of the sky, the endless possibilities, the depth and breadth of existence. And for a moment you consider something, but you push it from your mind. Instead, you put in the coordinates, and you look at the tiny spot of stars. You see this person's life unfold, their mistakes, their triumphs, their sadness, and their happiness play out in the winking of the stars. You return to the court, and you make your report, and are given another card. A weight fills your chest that you cannot explain, but you push it aside. Riz. You stand at the precipice, as you have every day for as long as you can remember, looking out over the vastness of infinity. You look at the card in your hand, the numbers beside it, and then the telescope. An idea forms in your head. Riz, it is a bad idea. A terrible idea. You step to the telescope, and you spin the knobs freely, not even reading them, and look at some random point in the sky. You see twisting nebula, new stars, old stars, every form of beauty, love, loss, hope, dreams. Riz, you see the stories of a dozen people flash out in the echoes of a newborn star. You spend time searching, spinning the knobs, not just looking, but for the first time truly seeing the tapestry of time. But time runs short, and a report was needed. So you returned to the court, and you did the only thing you thought you could. You winged it. You told them something appropriately mundane, something believable, a simple lie. You described mundane tragedy, love, loss, and you weaved a tale of simple triumph. And then the most amazing thing happened. They handed you a new card. Riz, you stand on the precipice, as you have every day, for as long as you can remember. But today was different. You felt your heart leaping in your chest. You looked over that sky, and it was yours to explore. With a smile on your face, you scanned through the telescope, reading and seeing lives play out, seeing time unfolding ahead of you. Again, you returned to the court, delivered a happy tale of inconsequence, and received another card. Days went on like this, spending your time amused and enraptured by the threads of fate as they wove across the starry expanse, delivering tales spun from your imagination, receiving new cards that you promptly ignored. Riz, you stand on the precipice, as you have every day, for as long as you can remember. And you realized that all time flowed toward a single point, a moment, an instant, some place that lay ahead, that was an ending, a final point in the night sky, and a cold chill runs up your spine. You knew the rules of this place, and the one unbreakable, unforgivable law of the Eternal Court. Only Thess was allowed to see the end of all things. The spinning, multi-armed spiral of swirling light and color. The maelstrom, the place toward which all time flowed and ended. You considered for a moment and thought better of it. It was, after all, a bad idea. Terrible idea. But it sat there in the back of your mind, waiting. You returned to the court, delivered your report, received a new card, and on your way you went. Riz, so much time had passed since you started to enjoy the stars for yourself that things were starting to feel off. Rumors were spreading, whispers in the court of prophecies failing, of those who should live being dead and those who should die yet live. Confusion swept the Eternal Court. Some spoke of fate changing, of the threads twisting and becoming unreadable, of pure chaos sweeping through time. Thess tried to calm the unease and assure that things were all unfolding according to the threads of fate, and that mistakes must have been made in the readings. Riz, Thess spoke, looking at their herald. What do you believe? You have made more readings than any others of this court. And you answered in the only way you could. You lied. You were given another card, another name, another set of numbers. Riz, you stand on the precipice, as you have every day, for as long as you can remember. And you knew today was the day. And with a trembling hand, you adjust the telescope, pointing it directly at the twisting, swirling maelstrom. And you bent down and looked through the eyepiece, and you saw the end. You saw how everything pulled together, and at once was finished. Understanding washed over you, and you felt the presence of someone behind you. A hand lay across your shoulder. Riz, she spoke. I'm not sure why you've done this, why you've decided to betray my trust. There are consequences for these actions. Already things are falling apart in the mortal realms. And you looked at Thess. Feelings of hurt, anger, and pleading explanations came pouring from your mouth. You just wanted to see them, see the lives, to live even a fraction of what you had witnessed. Thess placed a hand upon your head and drew the memories from you, like drawing water from a well. And then she did something else. She granted your deepest wish. Riz, you awoke, laying in your Vardo, as you have every day for as long as you can remember. You looked up into the fading stars of the early morning, and with a smile, you pet your horse and began to travel to the next town. You met a person. They gave you their name, and you looked into their eyes, into their soul, and you saw stars, new and old. You saw nebula twisting, and you knew their lives. They listened They listened to your tale of their fate and graced your palm with a coin. You returned to your bed, praying to the gods, and having your conversations with them, telling them what you'd seen and what you looked forward to the next day, and then drifted off to dream. Riz, you have lived a dozen lifetimes, traveled across the lands, sat with the people, stared into the stars of their eyes, and read their futures. You have experienced what it was to be among them, to live as they did, to see things from their perspective. You have been given that which you most deeply desired, a life among the people. And you met and knew so many for such a long time, and now, here in the present again at last, you stand, watching the celebrations around you, the laughter, the pinwheel gently spinning in your hand, returning the memories that Thess had kept from you. And both your lives, layered together in your mind, and merged into one. You looked up and saw Jiro walking closer, holding a sweet roll in each hand. He held one up to you, smiled. What would you like to do?
I'll take it, obviously. There's just a moment of hesitation when Riz reaches out. And then they'll take it. Can I ask you a question, Beardy?
Yeah, what's up?
What was the end? What is that still with me? Or is that one definitely gone?
That was the one memory not returned to you.
Okay.
It is the one blank in your entire memory of everything.
I just wanted to make sure.
So, Jiro...
D-Lev's standing there.
Yeah. It's all
Lets
about
out
that.
a final fart.
You look into the maelstrom and you see Datlev smiling. That'd be terrible. So Jiro walks up, stands beside you, smiles, and sort of raises the sweet roll to you as almost in a cheering gesture, and happily takes a bite.
Thank you.
He nods.
And Riz will look
Kurla,
it over and eat it.
Yeah. Kurla's also standing beside you, by the way, just to recall the scene, blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they're kind of distracted looking at their own pinwheel since they bought one for themselves and one for Riz, if I recall correctly. So yeah, they don't notice that moment of hesitation, but I guess they look up when they see Jiro walk over with the sweet roll. And given how shaky Riz had seemed that morning, for obvious reasons, given everything that had happened the previous day, I think Kurla will kind of just nod to Jiro and take a few steps back, give them a little bit of space, a kind of a private moment.
Well, the grandness of the festival stretches out before you, and people here seem to be quite happy. They're enjoying the fruits of their harvest, socializing with each other, and sort of having a day of merriment.
They must not know what's coming.
They just don't get it.
They don't know the horror.
They don't feel the darkness in our souls.
I think Riz would spend the time with Jiro and would just people watch quietly.
Okay. So, during the morning of the 21st, is anyone else wanting to do anything specific?
Well, I am interested in seeing what everyone's doing for the festival. Obviously, Vera is pouting and just generally being exceedingly grumpy that people are at this place, and we're not moving. I'm interested in what everyone else is up to.
I probably got Archie out. Even if he's kind of more mechanical now, he can probably provide a lot of entertainment for people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they're good.
Oh, at your direction, Archie is, lifting up people on the palm of his hands.
I was trying to figure out if I could get him to be like a human or robotic Ferris wheel with his four arms, but I can't think of a way he could do that without juggling people, and I'm not sure if people would be down with that.
Well, I mean,
yeah, he's
get
maybe
the
he
chairs
has
and have them swing around like.
Yeah.
He would definitely be more like the octopus or the monster rides where it like goes up and down and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
He holds one person in each hand, and he just sort of has his torso spinning around in 360s.
Oh yeah.
And he has some of his arms go up and down as he does. Yeah, he becomes a carnival ride.
Never ride.
The children in town absolutely adore it. And when I say children, I mean everybody like under 60.
Okay, cool.
It's true. Even the
Mhm.
80-year-olds,
'cause-
though they're too cool to admit it.
Because elves,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
There's a couple 80-year-olds that want to ride it too.
Are Karis and the kids wandering around?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. I feel like Kurla will probably go, like, as if they pass by anywhere, Kurla will kind of detach themselves from Jiro and Riz and slowly trudge along with them. They've taken the tip of the spear that Vera half gave, half lobbed at them, and snapped it off. So it looks less like a weapon and more just like a staff, and they're hobbling along as best they can, still clearly getting used to their new horrific spider legs, which I think they've kind of tried to conceal as best they can behind their usual black clothing.
Did the tailors do okay? Yes, did the tailors do okay?
Oh right, because they're all because everyone's wearing the festival clothes. Yes, my bad. No, it's a fantastic job. I particularly like the purple stripes that you added. That was very kind of you.
Magenta.
Magenta, I'm sorry, my color vision's not great. Magenta, purple. What is the difference there? If you mix one for the other, how do you? In any case, it's a lovely color, and I appreciate
There's
you
more
doing that.
red than blue.
Ah, that's how. We didn't have much by way of art classes where I grew up, so I may have missed a few lessons there.
Well, we can get you art classes.
That's very kind of you. Maybe some elocution lessons as well.
Electricity lessons.
No, for speaking better, for speaking in a more understandable manner. Oh, Lovette, I didn't see you there. Hello.
That I get that a lot.
Hi, Auntie Lovette. Hello, Auntie Lovette.
Hello, Lovette.
Yeah, I do like the orange, although I do sometimes feel like it makes me look like a little pumpkin.
It's a cute look. I got nothing.
They seem, I mean, it's a lot of, yeah, I guess it works with the hair, I don't know. Not a lot of contrast, but
I don't think you look like a pumpkin exactly.
Do you want to look like a pumpkin? Yes, do you want to look like a pumpkin? We can make you look like a pumpkin.
I don't think I want you to make me look like anything.
They just start menacingly wiggling their fingers at you.
Kids, come on.
Fine. It's a
I'm doing
holiday.
that.
If there are any carnival games at that's happening at the festival, I would Petra would gravitate towards that.
Okay.
Petra's at the gnome toss.
No.
So you head over to an area where they have little games of chance set up. They have like little throwing games, sort of things where you have to throw like a ring and land it on a cone, and they have sort of a bunch of these cups set up with water in them, and you have to throw a little ball and land it in certain specific cups in a field of them, and if they go between the cups, you don't get any prize at all. Would you like to play some of those?
Yes, I would.
Awesome. Give me a D20.
You got it.
Petravian, you go up and you make your pleasantries to one of the
Hell yeah!
Of course.
Hell
Oh,
yeah!
bloody course.
Nat 20.
First
So-
roll of the new year.
So Petravian, you
Canonical
spend some
roll. First cannon roll.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
So you spend some time at these games of chance, and you start like lobbing little like marbles into cups, and you're throwing rings onto cones, and you're throwing darts and popping like little balloons and things, and you're doing just tremendously good. And by the end of your little run, you have been handed a stuffed animal that is about the size of your torso.
Yes.
Is there a particular kind of plushy animal that you would prefer to have?
Ooh.
Oh my god, you can get your bear hug in canon. This is great.
Is it?
I was
it's a bear?
gonna say an elk. It's gotta be an elk.
Ooh.
And here I was like,
Yes.
I wonder if they have any
Nope.
delays.
Lovette hit it on the head. If they have an elk, it would be an elk.
I mean, I can only imagine that this village would have elks just,
Yeah.
or at least deer, just because of the forest life.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
pretty
just
common
ready
animal
for
in the area. Yeah.
The incredibly uncanny experience of Chisel seeing this thing and being like, "What does this mean?"
Is this a replacement?
Is
might
this
say-
what it thinks of me?
But these are
Is
like
this-
plush stuffed animals, right? They're not like taxidermied, hunted
they're,
wild
no,
elk,
they're,
right?
they're plushed. So
Okay.
they're little obviously fake animals.
If I remember correctly, the elves are very much so into using all parts of the animal body if they're hunting animals.
Yeah,
The antlers.
the wood elves more, but
True,
Yeah.
the wood elves are better at it than the high elves.
the elves are too hoity-toity. So
Sometimes we just use the meat.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you are given a very large plushie of an elk that you now have like proudly displayed under one of your arms.
Oh my god, you did so well, Petrie.
I know where it's gonna go.
Where's it going?
I'm gonna give it to Reduvi.
Oh, you're so sweet.
This plushie quietly goes, boo.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, it's no replacement for. But anyway, yeah. I want to give it to Reduvi. Actually, next time you go, would I be able to go through that tree thing you did?
I mean, I went through, so I assume that it's fine.
I'd like to try that if you before we head off to.
Also, this is
Giant
Hummel,
land.
not Vera.
How? It's Hummel.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a
I-
bee
Sorry.
floating next to you.
There's a
apologies.
person smiling. Like, I don't know how
Yeah.
you could even think that was Vera.
Yeah, very
Well, as soon as it was,
Sorry.
oh, that was so sweet. I was like, wait, what the fuck is up? Oh, right.
Yep. Well, so, I hope I can go through that tree thing that Vera made. That'd be pretty cool.
Like I said, I went through, so I assume that you'd be able to. It's a bit more powerful than what she's been doing with the Mellifera's sting.
Hmm.
Man, I just feel like I wish we could do this more. You know, just being together here.
Lay and have fun. Go on just non-world threatening adventures.
Yeah. You know, it's
Soon.
gonna get dangerous.
I mean, we're no strangers to dangers.
That's true. I mean, it's got pretty hot before, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying we could die. Like, you don't want to die a virgin, right?
I'm just, the little bee grabs his hand.
And Hummel lands on a table and attempts to do like the sexy pose thing, but it just ends up being on his side, just jittering like an injured bee because he doesn't have the limbs to do so.
And what are you proposing?
I'm just saying we haven't gotten to spend time together. You still haven't talked to our sister about, you know, the question about it.
That is a very true statement.
We could die tomorrow.
What?
I mean, you promised like back in say June. I was gonna do it, but like we say like sister and that was kind of weird, and you weren't like technically part of the hive then, so it wasn't as weird as it is now. So that's kind of on you, but
I was thinking the same thing. Does asking to borrow her body feel weirder when you're calling her sister now?
So what do you say, Petravian?
you know, just think it
Skrewy's
over.
having a moment, okay?
Screwy needs to have his moment faster.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a very simple proposal, Screw. I don't see what's the
Yeah,
moment
no,
to have
it's just-
over.
I mean, like,
Just
take
The bee wants to fuck you, Screwy.
Answer with your heart or your lungs.
Oh, okay.
Take your time.
Thank you.
I obviously want you to be comfortable and everything. I'm just saying we might die.
You know what? You are absolutely right. I will. Don't know how I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask tonight.
This is gonna go great.
This is the perfect plan.
I love this so much
'Cause,
because
I
I
mean,
don't know either. I have
Vera's
no
in
idea
such
how
a
you're gonna
great
fucking
mood
do
right
it.
now. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that conversation's
Oh
fantastically.
They're gonna great move.
That was a
maybe-
nuclear strike, Xeno. Well done.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Ah, great.
I've had this plan since
Oh, I can tell.
the last like straight up like session
We-
of like in canon.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. This one's been in the works for a minute. So while Petravian has his entire face like turning beet red, what is I guess Riz doing at this point? Let's make our
After
rounds.
a quiet moment with Jiro, they're gonna look at him and be like, not burp into the mic. Would you like a fortune, Jiro? Just
Jiro
for fun?
leans back. He leans back, thinks about it for a moment, smiles and nods, and holds out, I guess, the palm of a hand.
They take his hand, put theirs under his, and gently they roll their other hand's fingers across his, and they look between the lines, I guess. And they just see his future far enough. No end. Just enough.
Okay.
Well, that's not far. You gotta go till tomorrow.
Well, what's interesting is it appears that fate has entangled the two of you. So it would appear that Jiro's future and yours are side by side for some distance ahead.
Riz is gonna lean forward, and they're gonna just touch the top of his mask and, like, hook their finger in and just wait for him to look like he's okay with what they're doing.
Oh, I wasn't aware he was wearing his mask today. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just assume he's always wearing his mask. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, no, he kind of stopped wearing that after you guys left Quintal.
Oh,
Oh,
this is new information for me.
I don't
Yeah,
know we
after...
ever took it up, like ever.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
we
maybe
had
I'm
a whole
mistaken.
we had a conversation about this because we ate around
Look,
him.
it's been a
And I
really...
was like, oh my gosh, he took his mask off, and Beardy was like, oh, he does that. And I
Well,
was like,
I knew
"Yeah."
he did it for, like, food and stuff at this point, but I didn't know that he was just done now.
Yeah, he pretty much only wears that into combat.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, he.
I assume he wears the eye mask at all times. Though. Doesn't Jiro not have the eye mask? Which colors is his? Does he get the purple?
So Riz is just gonna lean forward and kiss him really quick, and then lean back, just kind of look at his eyes for a little while, and then turn and crack their fingers. I think I'm going to stretch my legs and give out some fortunes today. I think that sounds really fun. Would you like to join me?
Jiro nods enthusiastically and follows.
Yeah, Riz will take his hand as they walk around offering fortunes, mostly to, like, the younger elves and stuff, just fun things. They're just trying to make the day more festive.
All right. So the two of you make your way through the crowds, and sooner than later you will run into Lovette and the kids who are sort of just wandering the area as Archie is spinning around giving rides to the young.
Hello, Lovette.
Hello. I was looking at you.
Oh?
Not the same. Oh, I mean, I just lost. I felt lost track of you early on, and I didn't know what happened.
I am here.
I assume you always Jiro, and that's why you disappear.
Jiro waves.
Oh, jeez. He was standing right there.
Yes, he's normally right next to me.
I don't know how you do that. I approach you assuming that's the case, and then like something about how you stand just makes me kind of forget, and then I don't know.
You're not anymore.
No, not you. It's a compliment. I assume. I assume this is part of like years of training. It's deliberate.
Jiro gives you a smile and will sign back to you. It's good to see you too, Lovette. I hope you're enjoying the festival.
Mostly, it is. I'm glad I can provide some entertainment. Also, given our circumstances, I'm a little antsy being here.
I agree. I hope we're not spending the entire day here. I think we should
Yeah.
probably get a move on eventually to go get this sapphire.
Well, yeah, we should probably find Petravian and Vera then.
Do we have to?
Well, I mean, unless we want to leave without them, which I don't think is
No.
wise.
I just
Is that a
imagine
problem?
Vera's. I don't know. I wasn't really like all in my mental space earlier, and I just feel like Vera's gonna be upset no matter what, and a little bit more
Surely
upset.
she's having fun here, right? I mean, look at this place.
Does
Who
Vera
could not have fun?
know how to have fun?
Hand the camera over to Vera on a bench. You know when you're like, I don't know if anyone else does this, where when you're impatient and as you keep going, you'll like start like beating on your like arm or something, like repetition, and as you get more annoyed, it gets harder and harder to get
Leg is
something.
bobbing all over the place or whatever.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
just
Vera right now.
straight up stomping repeatedly on the ground.
Like hoping that literally the entire neighborhood can hear the noise that you're hearing. It's like, I'm making this noise so that you know you have to get moving.
Yeah. All right, everybody, I'm impatient. Hurry up the party.
Well, as you're doing that, Petravian walks up to you with Hummel hovering there, probably above his shoulder, and under his arm is a very large stuffed elk.
Are we ready to go yet?
Well,
Or do you have more prizes to win, brother?
well, no, this is actually.
Funny you should
I was
say
gonna-
that.
Oh, bitch. God damn. Okay, so, actually, no. This is actually for Reduvi. I won it for them, and I wanted to know if maybe tonight, while we're at camp, I could you like open the tree door and let me bring it to them?
If we're stopping for the night, yes, I can do that. I should be able to.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
If we find a big enough tree, yes.
I'm sure there's plenty of trees.
Now, can we please get moving?
I did one other thing. I made a promise to someone, and I want to potentially keep my promises. And it was to Hummel, and I was really we may not survive going against these giants, and I was wondering if well, we wanted to have a night together, and I was really hoping that you'd be able to switch bodies with them, if that would be okay. It's only like for the night, and we wanted to have a special night, if that would be possible.
Special night. How long is the night, Petravian?
Well, when
About 30
sunrise?
seconds. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I was about 2 seconds behind you there, so nicely done.
Petra.
Just keep going.
When sunrise?
Same time every day.
Well,
It's not though.
it's not.
Vera don't know that.
But implying it's going to be a long night.
Brother,
Yes, I know.
we are in
yes.
a rush right now. We literally,
Yes, but
the
you can't
Holy
rush
City
love.
is almost enveloped by the deadlines.
Right.
I could maybe like switch bodies for a little bit, but I need to go right back.
I will look to Hummel.
Just a quickie.
I mean, you didn't really like say exactly like
We want to have sex.
Vera just like face drops.
really.
Yes.
Like Vera's face gets red, and you don't know if it's embarrassment or if it's straight up anger. But you probably have a guess.
Anger.
We
Oh,
are
yes.
about to
Uh-huh.
take on a giant and take
I mean,
on
so's
some
Hummel.
kind of lich that's destroying the world. And you're thinking about fucking right now?
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with you, brother?
Love?
You can love at any time that's not now.
Now he's time for killing.
You know what?
Really,
It is your body.
now is the time you're asking this.
Yes.
No, we have such important stuff to do right now. Absolutely not.
And Vera just
I've
is
been.
like trembling and just starts walking towards the cart.
We don't have a cart here because we teleported here.
Yeah.
Oh, then moves over, starts walking to the house, and then realizes they don't have a cart.
Do we cross paths here?
So yeah, as this is happening, I'd say right about that moment is where Lovette, the kids, and
kinda imagine we
Jiro
both wrote
and
that.
Riz make it to this point. Archie is just now finishing up giving a ride to a bunch of people.
I do have a
And,
question.
Yeah.
Is Riz still squiggly to the children?
Ooh.
That's a question for the children, I guess.
Well, I don't know how to RP him otherwise.
No. Riz is no longer squiggly to the children.
Cool.
Is Riz? Wait,
Riz-
is Riz
Riz is-
purple now?
A bit different looking. So yeah, so those of you who are seeing Riz now, those who haven't already like changed their perceptions ahead of time, when you look, you now see this new person standing next to Jiro. They are, a little bit different than how you had in your mind. Keni, do you want to refresh everyone's
Sure.
understanding of what Riz looks like?
They
now
still
that
look the
Riz-
same to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Risen looks like an elf with long ears that have kind of a rounded indent at the tip. Their skin color is that of lavender with starch white hair that kind of has a nice iridescence to it. Their irises are very deep, bright purple. And they themselves are, well, in newer clothing since going to Kintao, but in a kind of tealish light blue shirt tunic, tan pants, kind of this maroonish boots. And of course, they have their dark blue cloak that has kind of this shimmery starscape inside, clasped together with gold chain.
Excellent.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I can push your old character portrait if you'd like.
Not the new one?
Which?
The one that I had during Kintao.
Yeah, I think I have that one as well. So.
That one.
That one? Okay.
It's the most accurate.
Yeah, there we go. So there's that one. So yeah, that is what Riz looks like now. Probably, I'm assuming not wearing the mask at this point, but pretty much everything.
They do
Or are
it
you
here
still?
and there for fun.
Okay.
I love those boots.
I have them in real life. You've seen them in real life, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't. Statement still stands.
So.
God damn, they're good.
Yeah, so that's what you see now. They're standing next to Jiro instead of various different things that a lot of you kind of had as your perceptions up to this point.
Must be a dramatic change for Petra.
Yeah, and the kids actually are also kind of stunned because to them, Riz now doesn't even quite look like that either. To the kids, Riz kind of now has this strange halo of light around them that swirls and twists like stars being birthed and destroyed.
You're a little like us, I think. Yeah, maybe more. It's a weird look. It's a good look. It's just weird. I will take this as compliment for today. Mostly because I cannot get that much from you.
Has anything changed?
For us or for Risen? Because we're pretty sure a lot of stuff happened.
I guess it's the open statement.
Well, they're no longer squiggly. So that's a good thing.
But I mean, I see, you look a little different now, I suppose. After I did put the eye drops in, you look closer to what you do now, but your ears are longer and your hair is the color it was when I first put them in. Did something happen? Did you do something? Can you dye your hair? Does it affect anything?
I've never dyed my hair, though it is turning
Oh.
brown, which is interesting. But oh well.
I thought brown until now.
I guess, I didn't need to buy the wind. Someone else did.
You
No.
think you
Really know the part of the riddle that was needed like that, but it's okay.
Wait, did you leave the cows?
I didn't.
Wait, you didn't leave the cows?
Where's Kurla?
So, in my mind, Kurla will have collapsed onto a bench because they're still getting used to their legs and was having a chat with Karis. Is that okay, Beardy?
Yeah, that's about what I expected them to be doing anyway.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere under a tree on a bench where they can still oversee the festival and see keep an eye on the kids and things like that.
Thanks for taking a minute. I'm still getting used to these. And Kurla will kind of point down to their legs and
Yeah, of
sigh.
course. It's gonna take some adjusting, I'm sure.
Yeah, yesterday didn't exactly go as I might have hoped. planned. Yeah. I'm still a little bit. I don't know what to make of the whole bloody thing. Not wanting to eat everyone is quite nice. That's a nice shift.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty marked improvement over previous.
My sister is gone, but she's happy, and that's the important thing. I think.
Yeah, sometimes I am not sure if I made the right decision. Never mind.
No, I'm listening. If you want to talk.
Oh, it's a weird thought. You went through something really similar to me, and it turned out differently for you. And I'm not sure which of us got the happier ending. Because at least you know that your sister's at peace. I'm not sure if that's true for my situation. That's all.
I'm glad that we have a chance to, talk a little bit. The more we spend time together, the more I think that we have quite a lot in common, and it meant a lot to me when you mentioned letting me and my sister stay if she came back, and obviously that didn't happen, so I'm not holding you to that or anything, but...
Well, I mean, if you ever find yourself in the area, there's plenty of space here.
I think I might actually like that.
Yeah, of course. You're always welcome to stay. There's plenty of guest rooms, and you can have one of them for your own. Like I said before, this is your home too, if you'd like it to be.
Kurla's kind of looking at the magenta piping on their festival clothes. I would like that very much. I haven't had a place to kind of stop running in quite some time, and for the first time I don't actually have anything to run from, so notwithstanding the necromancer trying to destroy the world, but assuming that we manage to defeat him, then it might be nice to spend some time in one place. And
I'm sure that'll all be old hat for us. We're old pros at this whole thing, right?
I wouldn't have believed it if someone had told me I'd have been here a year. Someone had told me a year ago I'd be here. It's kind of mind-blowing.
I mean, it's always pretty nice here. The weather's always pretty good. It's never very cold. And the people here can take some getting used to, but other than that, it's a really great place to be.
I think the same holds true for me. I'm not sure that... Yeah, people take a little while to get used to me, and maybe that'll change now. But I meant more, not so much here as being out from under the thumb of that fucking spider, and sister at peace, not having a village hate me, not wanting to eat her. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's been a long road for you. I'm glad that you finally have some respite. You deserve it.
Not sure what you're basing that on, but thank you. I appreciate it. I should just learn to thank people for saying nice things and not question them. Working on that.
She smiles and looks back across the crowd, sort of admiring the throng of people enjoying their day.
This might not mean much coming from me, given my childhood and my relationship with my parents, but from what I can tell, at least, you got two brilliant kids there, two lovely kids. You're doing a great job as a mum.
They're the best thing in the world, and I count myself lucky every day.
Speaking of which, you should probably find them before, I don't know, Lovette gives them too much junk food or something. Or before they turn Lovette into a pumpkin, one or the other. Can I actually do that? Was that like an idle thread? Or?
The junk food might be the least of our worries. Probably, I think is how I would answer that. Probably
Right.
could turn Lovette into a pumpkin. So
Then we,
let's not give them the opportunity.
yeah,
Some
let's.
Banjo-Kazooie shit right there.
Kurla will stagger to their, I would say feet, but stagger to their horrible spider proboscis, if that's the word. Probosci. And they'll, before they kind of start trudging their way back towards the rest of the festival and seeking out the rest, they'll say quietly to Karis, if you ever do want to talk about what you were not wanting to talk about there, I'm happy to listen.
She'll nod and give you a smile, and then kind of help you along back through the crowd toward the rest of the companions of your little party here. As you two approach, you see the rest of the group is gathered, and Petravian and Vera are having a bit of a staring contest.
Yeah, giving a wide berth, just like, okay, let's stay 15 to 30 feet away from that.
Do I even want to know what's going on there, Lovette?
Hello, Auntie
You're not
Lala.
gonna get it from me.
What? Auntie what now?
Lala, your name is Kurla.
So now,
Lala.
I love that.
I love that. That's yay.
Auntie has a nice ring to it. Hello, little ones.
Hello. We're not going to be little for long. Yes, we're getting
You haven't been
older.
little for a long time.
Hello, not so little ones.
Acceptable. Acceptable.
Glowing ones.
Mm.
I applaud you on
mysterious
your
and forbidden ones.
I applaud you on your restraint for not turning Lovette into a pumpkin. I probably would have by now rather. And Kurla will
we
wink.
mostly just wanted to scare her. Yes.
Why? Wait. Why?
We thought it'd be funny.
It's not funny. I'm scared.
I mean, it's a little funny.
I don't get it.
Remember, don't turn people into things against their will.
Look, this one isn't squiggly anymore.
Kurla will turn and really give Risen a good look, because ever since they did True Seeing a few times, their perception of Riz, as it did for Lovette and people, will have started shifting more towards their natural form. And I guess having seen their usual form, that's more the way they kind of perceive them. But Beardy, can I do a perception check to see if I grok a difference?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can make a check if you feel like it.
I would like to, just to see
The
extent
differences
to
aren't
which.
extreme for you, because like you said, you've used that spell a few times. So your perception of Riz is already kind of normalized out, but you are able to notice a few things like the particular shape and curvature of their ears, a little bit of their skin tone, the changes to their hair, things like that would have been different or slightly more fine details that you didn't pick up before.
And their
You're able to
eyes have
see
that.
now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Their eyes have that numinous star quality again that they notice strange. That was a 39, by the way, for the podcast.
Yep. So you see Riz in all their glory right there before you.
Kurla will just nod quietly to themselves.
Petravian and Vera are fighting.
Yeah, you probably by this point have seen Vera huff off.
I
What,
don't
did she
know
threaten to...
what they're fighting about, but they are fighting.
Did she threaten to cut your legs off? Because that's common if she didn't yet.
Why would she threaten to cut Petravian's legs off? His legs work fine.
I don't think those are the legs that she's gonna cut. I don't know. That wasn't character. I don't know what was going on.
She was at...
Yeah, you wouldn't know the whole spiel.
No.
I don't think. No.
You know, kids, I take it back. So I think I see why it's funny when people get scared.
But yeah, for the record, don't go changing people into things without their permission. Kurla will just kind of gesture downwards at their legs and kind of chuckle because they're still trying to figure out whether it's something they can laugh about yet.
So
What if
what's
they're
happened to
bad
Vera?
Sorry, Lovette, I didn't quite catch that.
So what happened to Vera? Oh, with
Yes,
you,
Petravian,
Paladin?
what is wrong? You look like shit.
Is it something that I can help with? I got my kind of
You have
wiggly
tell
finger.
the color I did not know you could change to.
Yes.
No,
Very
this I
sickly
don't think-
grey.
Yeah, Kurla's gonna put
I
a
don't
hand
think
to your
this is something
forehead. Is
that
that?
necessarily you could help with?
You
Are
gotta.
you sure?
You're feeling a little
Well,
bit flushed.
Is
Okay,
Vera
no, well,
gonna be ready
I-
to go? Are you gonna be ready to go?
well,
Wait,
yes.
Are you
let,
guys
him,
like-
let him talk. Let him talk. Lovette.
Sorry.
no, okay, so I was talking with Hummel and we wanted to have a night together and
Okay.
well,
You've had nights together before, have you not?
Yeah, did Vera say
mhm.
no?
I'm not
in
clear
so many
on-
words, yes.
I mean, it wasn't a.
Why?
Like,
Is
It was a no
there's-
for now, like not forever.
Is
Sounds.
there
Right.
subtext here that I'm missing?
wait, does she need her familiar for something? Or is something going on?
Well, we were
Hey,
we wanted to have
Hummel.
that.
Why don't you tell me what this is about?
Oh, well, I need to find Vera.
That bitch.
Hummel wisps-
Out of character. That bitch.
yeah. Hummel just zips away and is gone.
All right, back to Petravian.
Yeah.
So tell
Contact
me,
Okay. Yes.
what the fuck is happening?
Okay. As you know, Hummel and Vera can, when they agree, can swap minds, bodies, all that jazz, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, I was planning on having a
A night
intimate
together
night with Hummel.
with
So-
Vera. With Vera's body.
Right. We were
I'm s-
planning on we would like to have an intimate night together. Obviously,
Is
at
this like
Vera's
intimate?
discretion.
This is just intimate like the last time, right?
No, I don't think so. So we might have to push the time.
Petravian shakes his head.
bit.
Oh, no, a little more intimate.
Kurla's gonna turn
Yeah,
to Karis
cool.
and be like, "Is this making any sense to you? Because I'm utterly lost here."
Mom?
Hey kids, hey kids,
Go away.
let's go play some of those throwing games, huh? Come on.
That's a great idea.
She grabs the
Chris.
kids and gets them out of there.
All right, now I'm totally fucking lost. Petravian,
What
could
do
you
they
spell
mean
it
by
out in like
intimate?
simple words here?
Oh.
I know that usually you're the dense one, but
Hummel
right now I'm.
And I wish to fuck. Was that
Oh.
simple enough for you?
With Vera's body.
This is the yes.
the
This is
Where
the
do I-
whole thing
And
with.
Vera is upset. This all adds up. Okay,
No,
yeah.
they're more upset with the time frame.
What, like 30 seconds?
The joke was already used earlier.
I know. It was a reprise.
Always funnier the
Hurtful,
second time.
Kurla. Hurtful.
I have a question,
s-
Petravian.
Yes.
You at least have a method to not get our friend pregnant, right? Right?
I would. Yes.
Or
Okay.
any,
Oh,
STIs.
yeah, straight people. I forgot.
They do exist.
I'm just saying, if you get any
yeah.
strange, like, bee bites or pollen in weird place, I'm not healing that. Or if I am, I'm not seeing it when I'm healing it.
Wait,
Just-
wait. We're forgetting about the fact that they're upset because of a timetable. What do you mean by this, Petravian?
They're more upset that we want to do this now, rather
in front of
than
all these
after.
people.
Whoa. Holy shit! I'm a little upset. Don't do that.
I'm upset too. That's completely inappropriate.
I
Yeah.
did not
Tonight.
take you
We-
for a.
I'm not an
An
exhibitionist.
Jiro's
No.
just shaking his head.
There are places you can go for that kind of thing.
Once this is all over, I'm not associated with whatever you do, whatever. It's really great, within the bounds of it all. But
I heard there's a club for that kind of thing. The entrance tends to shift
Oh,
around,
yeah.
from what I understand. I heard it from this bird I knew once. But look, can it wait?
there are places in Kurla.
Yes, why do you want to do this like soon?
Hummel
Soon.
is concerned that we may all die.
Which we might.
Which we might. Going after the giants, which, I mean, not for nothing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've seen dragons, but we're going into this knowing what we're going against, so it's a lot.
I mean, I'd be more worried about the Leech, and I mean, it's.
Is
You probably, your bodies will still be doing stuff.
So isn't Hummel already dead? Isn't it already technically like?
Oh, we are not touching that. No.
Well, Petravian apparently wants to. So
Well, I mean, technically.
Hey,
so is
hey,
Paladin.
Hey, the feeling is mutual, okay?
But I mean, it's
not
just
really. I assume that usually
No,
the
no,
feeling's a
because-
little bit different depending on what kind of body you have.
I mean, you're supposed to be giving them feeling too, aren't you? Are you not supposed
Yeah.
to be the only one enjoying?
That's the point.
Yeah,
This is all just.
they want to enjoy me, I
weird.
want to enjoy them. What's the deal?
Well, I mean, it's you and
Vera.
Hummel consent, but isn't there someone you forgot to ask? Oh no, you
That's
did
the
ask.
point.
That is the
Vera's
point. You're right.
fine. It's the time frame. They want to do this. They are
What?
upset that we asked for
Why
tonight.
is this-
In any case, it's a
Claudia.
moot fucking point for right
But-
now. And it seems like like you're all kind of coming in at a little bit of a private thing. I mean, I'm not necessarily not for nothing, but a little bit of coming at me.
You know what? You're right.
So
I'm just still. I can't process.
it's a little rude. It's a little rude.
I didn't know. I
You've
didn't
walked
say
in on
shit
me
about
having sex with Jiro before. Fuck you.
Jiro nods.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but you all are judging me.
You,
It's a little rude.
I'm not saying shit. Look, it sounds to me as though like you do only have one option, and that's try not to die.
I think you're confusing concern for a friend as judging you.
Right. So I mean, just to be absolutely crystal clear here, and I think that you're a decent, upstanding guy, Petravian, but Vera not consenting, you're gonna respect that, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Because
I mean,
that's
like,
just-
literally it can't work otherwise. I'm pretty sure, like, Vera has to be like, I'm gonna be a bee, which thank fucking God, because I can't stand, like, human Hummel. Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Should we
That's the
maybe,
person
like-
that I really, really enjoy being around.
They're really fucking annoying, Petravian, I'm gonna be honest.
I think Hummel is cheaper and
That's-
cheerful,
Oh.
but also Vera is not human.
He did stop Vera from killing me that one time, so that I kind of owe him for that. But
Hummel is a bright ray of sunshine. Please leave it at that.
Hummel is
It's really
wings.
well
but
done. Yeah, I was,
You all know it.
who said that? I was about to say that.
They are a bright ray of sunshine and a pleasure to be around.
Oh, I'm sure you're pleased by them.
Yeah, I'm
But-
sure pleasure factors into it.
In any case, if Vera is worried about time, then why don't we start moving towards these whole giant
Exactly.
thing?
Yeah, if Janelle's worried about
Well,
time,
first
why
I
the heck
wanna-
did she
well,
storm off? Where'd she go?
When we make camp tonight, I'd like to he had all mind you, all of this talk, and he's just holding this ginormous elk.
Yeah.
plushie.
Yeah.
As
So
he's
it's
explaining with one
gravitas
arm.
of the scene.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still confused. Is the elk for if Vera said no?
No, the elk. I won this at
No.
the games
What?
over there. I'm gonna go bring this to Reduvi if I
Is
get
that
the
what
chance
you-
to.
she said?
Why are you replacing Mr. Chumpy?
Mr. Trumpy needs a friend.
I mean, that's true. That is often how it
Raduvi
works.
is Mr. Chumpy's friend, but okay.
Well, without, do
They
have
need
any
another
information?
friend.
How
We can
will they
always
be
have more friends,
What
right?
if she gets jealous?
Well, they're not going to be friends if they're not automated, Petravian. You have to put the clockwork into the
No,
body.
we are not putting. No, no, you are
What do you
not
mean?
automating these.
I'm gonna go find
Why?
Vera.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
we
you
probably
do with
should
toys.
get a bit of a move
I'm
on
gonna
here.
walk away.
Yeah, Kurla's gonna slowly like
All right. So
move on with
Kurla-
their stick.
Yeah, Kurla, Riz, Jiro peel off and head into the mansion grounds there to try to find Vera. What is Lovette and Petravian gonna do?
I mean, eventually go and try and find Vera. I'm just gonna bicker, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to
pretty much.
have Lovette convince Petravian that we need to put an endoskeleton inside of this chisel. This,
No.
elk.
I'm
Because
gonna.
then,
I'll
okay,
shelf that
as
one.
a father, no, because I'm gonna
Why?
fucking break it.
I can make a nozzle. I can make like tons of these, like every single day.
And
What?
nearby, Karis and the kids are playing some kind of like tossing game.
So
And,
the word intimacy was used very specifically, Mom.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
great.
kids, it was.
What exactly was Uncle Petravian talking about? Yes, it was a bit, it was different than how people normally talk about each other.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Petravian, he has a lot of feelings
We know.
for one of his companions.
Oh, that,
um,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
At
and
least
the-
one.
The two of them, well, they wanted to spend some time together. And they don't really have a lot of time to do that because of their...
Why not? They're
uh,
around each other all the time, yes.
Mm-hmm. But they want to spend, like, downtime where they're not saving the world. They want to like, go on a date together. But- They don't have time to do that because they have to, save the world. So I think it's just kind of causing Petravian to feel a little bit of stress. That's all. Oh, look, you won.
Aww.
Obviously. Do you think it's hard, Mom?
They're absolutely fucking cheating. I know it. I don't know. I don't know what kind of powers they got, but they're cheating. I'm sure of it.
Like the ring toss, they like totally throw it wrong, but it always hits, right?
Yeah, it just kind of just
Awesome.
arcs through the air and lands where it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, you cheated. You're like, you're gonna say that to a child? You're gonna tell me I cheated?
They're gonna just look directly at the people and just be like, "We're literally the next heirs, bitches."
Yeah, it's like we're the heirs to the protectorship. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, the three of them end up playing some more carnival games for a little while longer, and meanwhile,
Vera.
where did Vera rush off to?
Yeah, so Vera just went to the manor and was looking for a car, but they didn't have that. So now they're just kind of outside, just kind of cooling off.
Okay, so around the corner of the mansion comes the entire rest of the party.
Vera, there you are. Are you all right?
Oh my god. What did you do? You can't be getting more curses, Riz.
What?
Wow.
Well played.
We need to keep moving.
Well, actually, Kurla kind of solved at least a couple of curses, I'm sure.
Wait, I did what now?
You bought me the wind.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a lot
Ah.
simpler than, yeah.
How much was it?
I think it was 10 copper or so.
It was like 2
I think.
silver, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, they are very, very... Kurla's just reeling from this, and
20
Cause-
copper pieces. That's not what I would have guessed at all.
Me
So
either.
got rid of some of the curses, and then Vera like does the like looking at face kind of.
Yeah, this is how I look.
All of a sudden, Vera's just like,
Oh, you look great.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me roll this. Let me do a bluff check.
Yeah.
I'd like to roll that sense motive then, because I want to know I want the dice to tell me if I can see through this shit.
Yeah, that's
Not too bad. 11.
that's an 11, Vera.
decent average.
11 to bluff.
I don't even think I can roll that low
Wow.
for
Yeah, I kind of. Whoo! I got to do the sense
Shit.
motive on that
Okay.
too.
yeah, my
Yeah, I think that this might be transparent enough that the entire party sees right through it.
32.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't mean to call you anything, but that feels a little insincere.
No, I mean it.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me roll again.
it's a bunch of bullshit. There. 7? Really, Xeno?
I have a +1 to bluff.
Oh god.
Vera
Incredible.
don't lie.
You have a +1. Oh, okay. So yeah, never mind. I'm set. I rolled a 22, so you could not have matched it.
Well, that's a bunch of bullshit, but okay.
I have a deity I'm gonna have to thank later tonight. Sorry, I thinking out loud there.
It's all good.
So
All
is
one
everybody
is talking is now is thanking and intimacy.
down with the fair?
Oh, yes, I was actually going to ask if you wanted to start working towards what is it called? The rash vine?
Rasvir?
That one.
That's the
Yes,
one.
Right now. What can we do?
Well,
Lovette, can you just teleport us there?
I mean, I've never seen it, so it would be rough. It probably won't be. It's not going to be exactly somewhere.
Can you do your little stand in stone lithogate druid circle business?
I don't think there are any there.
No, not that I know of.
I could bring us there more precisely, but it would not be cheap.
How much we talking?
I don't got shit.
I think like 1,000 gold.
Oh god.
That's
I have nothing. Oh fuck.
Wow. Yeah.
Jiro just puts an arm around Riz, kind of pats them on the shoulder.
Oh,
I've got plenty of money. Don't have to worry
I
about
am-
it.
I am indebted. Yes, I am so sorry.
No.
the pinwheel was a gift, Raz.
So was your freedom?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you're not indebted. If anything, I'm indebted to you. So
Oh, well. if you don't mind taking care of some expenses.
We have you covered, listen.
Cool.
I
Awesome.
already said that anything that you need, I can take care of.
Yeah.
Nothing I wouldn't do for you. I'm pretty sure with the words
Oh,
that I used.
This is fine. I feel bad because I can't, just buy supplies for our food like I normally do.
Kurla's going to turn to Vera because that's usually the point at which Vera will produce water and good beetles.
Vera is too busy kind of having this nervous tick of rubbing their arm.
Well, Lovette, why don't we just teleport outside of the rash vine and we just go through the mountains?
Can
I'm
you be
fine.
away from your house now?
That's a
Can
really
we
good
talk to you?
question.
Because I can take us a lot of places if I don't have to take the cart.
I'm gonna say, let's find out.
I guess that's the only answer, right?
Yeah.
Yo, is the horse even alive anymore?
Oh,
Yo.
great question.
Yo, was there ever a horse to begin with?
You just get there and just
It's not gone. It's just dead.
Which is kind of gone.
It's just
This
work.
is 4 smoking horseshoes on the ground.
Oh no!
Well, it
Oh,
is what
dear.
it is. I will be worse now.
Imagine Riz breaks the
Lovette
curse and
and
we cut to the horse.
Petravian made their way over.
Yeah, there's everyone.
Yeah, everyone's
I was
here.
in the conversation.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
are you fine with this, Lovette? I would give you money, but I
No, that's
cannot.
fine.
I can cover Rez. I can cover myself if you need money
Well,
for
I
your
mean, I
bits and pieces to make this work.
I can give
I
you a
mean,
firm
it's just
handshake.
It's just the cost of the pad itself. I can collect one that lasts basically forever. A long time at least.
How much we
And,
talking?
How much time or money?
Money.
Both.
Isn't
Uh,
one the other? Isn't that what you business people are?
0
always-
time. I think that'd be.
Vera is at 0.
I got money.
Not as if we
I
don't
have
have resources
double
as a
check.
group here when we're all on the same page as to what needs to be done, right?
Mhm.
Razvir getting the emerald,
Yeah.
That was the name.
Rosh Hashanah, Razvir.
Yes.
Yeah, so you said the first time.
I think it's
how much
Razvir.
are we talking? I got a bit of
It'd be
coin.
1,000 gold pieces to put this down.
Oh, I got that for you.
I mean, Karis probably has that in his sofa cushions.
You
That's,
know,
it's
Lovette
not.
has literally said that's not the issue.
What's
Oh,
the
what is
Yeah.
the issue?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's,
knowing where you're going.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
thank
this one
alright.
could send me somewhere more specifically, but like I still don't know Rossville at all. So
Well,
I
we
don't
know the
have-
Mary Valley. We could go there and then travel to
yeah,
Mhm.
I would rather start with the cost-efficient option, and if we run out of options, then I'll use the pricey one.
Well, I mean, should we check in with Zell if we're going to the Mary Valley to see if he's found any, got any further in figuring out, or is he still waiting for us to tell him what he needs to do?
That's
I
I'm
think he's still planning for that birthday.
yeah, the birthday has to kind of happen. yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so Mary Valley, and then head north. I think it is.
And at about this point, the doors on the, because I assume you guys went around to the north side of the manor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so at this point, the doors on the north side of the manor are going to open up, and Karis is going to walk out, like looking for you all.
hello,
Hello,
guys.
Karis.
Hi.
Hey, okay, so you're out here. All right.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
What's
So-
wrong?
yeah. What's your plan?
Oh, well, we are just discussing this. I've
Best thing we
got
can think of.
options.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got options to try and teleport Rasfiel, but since I don't know it very well, it would be very precise.
And
Plus, a cracked out teleport pad would cost me a fair sum to not know where I'm going.
Okay. Well, I mean, I do have some history books and things that have descriptions of the space, if that would help at all.
That would? How would we?
So, like, just different history texts about the giants and how they work and their capital. I mean, I don't know if you would just want to go directly there, or if that's even wise, but I might have enough descriptions and maybe an illustration or two in some of the older books that might help you visualize that.
Please.
So we should probably figure out what we need to do in total, right? I mean, about everything.
All right.
So, yeah, we don't have this sell stuff figured out in detail.
Okay. Well, let's see. So she starts pacing around, and she kind of rolls her hand in the air and starts drawing on the ground with basically with a mage hand. Starts like scratching into the dirt. Just like little notes to herself as she's thinking. Okay, so the way I see it, we have 4 steps to save the world. Step 1 is to go to Rasphere and get the eye from the king. That way we can seal Marcus away after we defeat him.
Yes.
If I can figure out how to do that, but that's on me, and
Yeah,
I'll get there.
You will. I believe you.
Step 2, we need to get Zell ready to do whatever Zell needs to do.
Maybe figure out what that is.
Yeah.
I think
Got it.
I'm going to try something later, but I don't think I have the right thing right yet.
Okay. If it's something I can help with, let me know.
No, it's someone else who might be able to help.
Okay. Step 3 is deploying the NSD and Zell in the Deadlands.
Yes.
And then step 4 is confronting Marcus and then, hopefully beating him and then using the Giant King's eye to seal him away forever.
Also finding Marcus.
I have a feeling that he's going to find us once we do what we're about to do.
Fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Because I have a feeling that he's tied to that place in a pretty substantial way. So I think he'll know.
Hopefully he will be weaker when we take care of it then, yes?
It stands to reason, for sure.
I'm right here.
Kurla
Yes.
has a weird look on their face, and they're going to say something without quite realizing what it is. I think if he doesn't find us, that I'll be able to find him. I don't quite know how, but that little instinct that tells me when I can do something, and usually means I can. I'll have to think about that one as well. But
That instinct means you can do it for you?
if it's something,
That must be amazing.
the gut feeling of whether being
I
able
could
to do
scry
some
on him,
finger
too.
wiggling. I think that if he doesn't find us, I might be able to find him
Yeah.
When I
myself.
get a gut
I don't
feeling
know.
that something I can do something that I didn't know I could do, someone usually dies.
Well, if you feel like you can do it, why don't you just do it?
Do you want me to do it?
We're not
The
there
last
yet.
time I scried on him, he definitely knew where we were, so...
Yeah,
We should probably wait until we're ready.
Yeah, that makes more
not
sense.
heal.
Certainly
And of
not
all
here. I don't want
places, This isn't really where I'd want to bring him.
to. Hell no. No. It's got to stay standing for as long as it can.
At least not until we could set a whole lot of traps. I mean, like, a lot of traps.
Ooh,
We
big
could help you,
slaps.
Mom. The kids are just
Oh.
next to her.
Of course you can, but I
Are
really
these-
don't want you fighting any kind of ancient liches, okay?
Are the kids gonna Home Alone Marcus the Destroyer or Betrayer to death?
They'd totally do that.
That would be the worst ending of this season
Right.
I could ever imagine.
Just a whole
by
fucking
worst, you
Home
mean
Alone
best.
style
Yeah, it's just-
montage.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas!
We find
This is
out
me.
that Marcus has gone to Presidium, and we're like, oh no, it's destroyed. We have to get there. And he's already dead when we get there.
Yeah,
we
you
we,
get
we
there,
get a
yeah,
he's
and
covered
the-
in tar running out the front door.
yeah, covered in tar. His hair's on fire. It's yeah. And then you'd ask the kids what happened, and then I would just pull out the script to Home Alone that I have edited, and then I would just read it cover to cover, and then I would just get up from the desk here, and I'd walk in. I'd just put my head in the toilet and just start flushing it.
Is
until
that
I
what you
drowned.
did when Karis died?
Yes. Yes, I gave myself a swirly. So, yeah. So the lot of you are standing around thinking
Mhm.
about what to do first. So Kara speaks up and says, "Well, I know we need to get that Giant King's eye. I can help Lovette maybe get a better chance of teleporting you all there."
Yes,
With
the
some books.
books, right? Where are those? What kind of books are we looking for?
Oh, there's some
Okay.
history books in the library. We can head up there now if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
You
Let's
seem
go.
very stressed, Auntie Vera. Yes, we could get someone to do a masseuse thing for you.
No, I prefer no one touch me ever.
Probably just excited to go to a lake rally.
What if
I know
they
I
did
am.
like a mage hand masseuse for you?
That's still touching in a
Not really.
like different way.
Mm. So you
It's
just
like
have
mind touching.
problems. Yeah.
You got any books on the local language as well?
Oh, yeah, there's some primers on their language. Yeah.
That'd be handy for me anyway, not so much for the rest of them, but
hmm So as your group makes their way up to the library, Kara starts pulling books down from some of the shelves that she kind of has at this point committed to memory. And before you know it, there's a large stack of various books about Rasvir or about the giants themselves that live in Rasvir. So you all can sink into these for a little bit if you feel like it, and that would give Kurla, like, we'll say, if you want to read this and prime yourself on their language, I'll give you like a +4 on your linguistics checks to deal with giants.
nice. Thank you.
That's a temporary bonus, but yeah.
No, that's awesome. Thank you. I have some ranks left over. I might just drop another one into linguistics and add Rasfir if that's cool with you. But
Yeah,
I might just take the
their,
bonus.
their language they just call giant.
Giant. Okay.
So yeah, you can.
Giant
It's the
E.
language of the giants. I mean, they have a more highfalutin word for it, but nobody bothers to call it that because no one respects them because they're kind of a. Well, no, they're. I mean, what you learn from these books is that Rasfir is kind of a backwards and shitty place and has been for generations because of this kind of insane system of like ritualized combat and honor that exists in their culture that has severely handicapped them from ever making any kind of progress as a community. So they're so self-interested in honor and ritualized combat that they can't even get a force together to like attack anyone else around them because they have so many social blocks to actually getting anything done in their culture that nothing ever happened. Like it's just completely ground down, total collapse of everything, and it's just constantly like people sniping at each other through duels. It's yeah, I mean travelers avoid it because there's nothing there. Like poring over some maps, which I will pull a map up here as you are all looking at it. You know, you pull up one of the older books has like a map of Rasfir in it. And from what you can tell from like the colors used on the map, as well as like just the general terrain of the area, the land itself is basically completely dried up and destroyed. You're not sure why or how, because it doesn't seem entirely natural, but the area is just so completely devoid of nature magic that you're not sure if there's anything even worth doing in that country. Like the only forests to speak of are mostly just stands of dead trees.
This one says throne. That's probably where a king would be, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they've got this bitchin' sense of irony.
Yeah, Karis will nod and say, "Oh yeah, that's their capital as far as it can be called a capital."
Bitchin'.
It was a really interesting castle at one time, like a really big fortress, sort of like a citadel. I mean, you could imagine how big that would have been if it was built by and for giants. But it's kind of collapsed over time to where now it's really just more of a ruin with some camps around it.
Sounds bitchin'.
Kurla's gonna look around for a jar or something. Is there a jar anywhere nearby? Any sort of container? Because Kurla's going to take out a silver and put it in there, having realised that they've just taught the children a new swear word. I'm taking a
Kids.
silver off my character sheet.
Yes, Mom?
Okay, kids, don't use unhappy language.
Well,
Yeah, that was
it
my
seems
bad. I
pretty
apologise.
excited, actually.
I mean, it can be. I suppose it's the context that makes a difference there, but it's a word that I know you can do better than use.
Yeah, don't be like your auntie Lala. That was my bad. I apologise, Karis, and children. I apologise to you as well.
Karis gives you a smile. It's
How
it's
old
not
do
the
we
last
have
time
to
they'll hear.
be to use language like that?
When you're older, I'll tell you, okay?
How much older?
You
Don't-
see Vera's eyes roll.
It doesn't matter exactly. Just it's okay. You're not in trouble, but it's just not. It's not a word that is that useful. That's all.
Okay, Mom. We're sorry, Mom.
I mean,
It's
I was
all
like
right.
3 when I was
And
11.
When you
so-
get older, I'll teach you all the best ones, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're looking at these books.
Yes. So you find this collection of tomes on Rasphere, and it's as far as you can tell, it's kind of a collapsed state, as far as like its ability to project power into the world.
Gotcha. Do we get anything else about the giants from here? Like, do they seem to be violent typically to people, or no?
As far as travelers' accounts go, yes, they do appear to be violent, which is one of the main reasons why not a lot of people go there. Because while the giants aren't able to project power outside of Rasphere, they do still manage to, live there themselves. So when they see small folk, they typically either kill them or take them as captives and either sell them back as
Cook them in
ransom.
soup. It's fine.
Or they try to eat them. I mean, they do consider eating small folk to be like not a taboo thing. So
As long we can take them.
yeah, so things like that.
All right. Lovette, is this helpful to you? Can this get us there?
I mean, yeah, I assume there's illustrations, descriptions of the inside of the city.
Yeah, there's illustrations and descriptions of their capital, of this kind of really large fortress that has over time kind of run down and fallen apart in a lot of places. So this sort of dilapidated castle, kind of the descriptions of that are a running thread through a lot of these books.
I wonder what this used to look like in the past. Like, what great glory it used to be once upon a time.
Well, I mean, according to some of the histories, they had a pretty impressive empire at one point. But I guess nothing lasts forever.
So while we are looking for the emerald, Karis, I get the feeling that I'm going to need a lot of
Sapphire.
help with the sapphire. Beg pardon. I'm used to working with diamonds, so anything other than that kind of confuses me. Sapphire, you're quite right. I get the feeling I'm going to need a lot of help to make that work. So I know you got a lot of plates in the air right now, Karis, but if you can look into that a little bit, maybe find out more about how I'm supposed to pull that one off, I'd appreciate it.
Sure, yeah, I can search, see if I can find anything else about that. I still have to do.
You're giving a
Some of the
mom
work on-
another job.
I apologize, kids. I'll make it up to you and to her.
She starts to scribble something down on the table. Yeah, okay, all right.
There's no rush on that one because
I should have enough time.
We've got steps 1 to 3.5 to finish before it even comes into play. So that's not the important thing right now.
Okay. Okay.
Don't forget
Yeah.
to sleep and eat. In fact, kids,
Oh,
I know it's not your job, but try and do me a favor and make sure your mum does get some food and drink in her.
We
and some sleep.
always do.
I wouldn't assume otherwise. You're good kids.
I can't promise too much about the sleeping, but I will
She's
definitely.
very bad at it.
I'll definitely eat and drink though. Don't worry. The kids keep me well fed.
She's actually drinking a lot more water nowadays. Yes, which kind of concerns us a little bit more, to be honest.
Good for the scan.
I did have a question. If we're looking at maps of,
Mhm.
we're looking at the books, and looks at maps of Rasphere. Do we see the dragon that's on there?
That is scribbled onto the map. Yes.
Oh, is there a map?
So Petra will go, hey, Karis, do you know if that I see the dragon right there. Should we? That's something we should be worried about.
It's flying better.
I mean, this map is a few centuries old, so it's possible that
mean-
it's not even there anymore. Or it's also possible that it's even bigger and scarier than it was when this was done.
I
So-
like dragons. Me too.
Hmm They're
So
pretty
let's
cool,
just-
aren't
I like them
Yes.
too, to be honest with
What
you.
if we were dragons?
they? We'll play dragon later, okay?
Yes!
You play with Riz.
I call the black one. Oh, you always get to be that one.
Oh, Reaper.
Yes.
I miss
I love the kids. They're great.
All right.
Anyway.
So what's the plan? Are we teleporting into the city itself? Are we going the outskirts?
I
What
mean,
works
my
best
vote
for
would be
you,
for
Lovette?
outskirts.
What I mean, we'll go for the city itself, and then if we miss, we're gonna be in the outskirts.
Why don't we go for the Lost Grove? That seems.
Can I see-
secluded.
Can I
It's
see?
Well-
last, isn't it?
By the way,
Say again?
can I see the map? I can't see it.
Yeah,
Token vision restrictions.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can see it
really?
on the stream, but not on the.
oh, dang it. I am terribly sorry about that.
All good.
Happens.
Ah. Nogvaldir.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Nogvaldir's throne is the name of the capital.
I
And
dig
that's
it.
Nogville 2R.
And that's gonna go on the wiki. Shameless plug for it.
I mean, what's the point of going to the Lost Grove? It's a bunch of dead trees.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly lost. It might be hard to get out.
Yeah, I wonder if someone is really into seeing trees right now.
Alright, really?
I am if you are.
Kurla will
What is
close
that?
up the book on the giant language.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, Kurla, for hosting us.
Oh, you mean Karis?
Sorry. Thank you very much, Karis, for hosting us.
Oh no, you're
course.
losing your soul too.
It's
Let me die in peace, please.
So it keeps happening.
I want to just, die. Just end me.
it's okay. It's my pleasure, and it's part of the job that was given to me a while ago. So I'm happy to continue doing my best at it.
Have you eaten enough? And Vera has this handful of engorged beetles.
I'll pass on those for now, but thank you.
I mean, it'll keep you going the entire day.
I'm sure they would. I'm still
Sure.
gonna have to pass on those though.
You're
We
lost.
should probably change out of our. Kurla will kind of indicate all the Harvest Festival
Yes,
clothes
I
that we're
suppose
still
armor back on would probably
Yeah.
be better.
Yeah,
So
Lovette,
once
Yo.
Kurla will kind of look down at the white and magenta sash that was binding all of their Harvest Festival clothing together. Do you mind if I held on to this?
Sure.
Just the
I mean,
sash.
as far as I consider it, those are yours now, so you can have them.
Thank you for that.
But is there anything else I can do for you all before you go?
Oh, you're so sweet. I think we're okay.
yeah, we're all good, I think.
Okay.
Once
We have all the food here. So, Vera points at her hand.
Thank you for your hospitality, Callies, again.
Thank you for everything. All of you. And Kurla will kind of nod to the kids too. We'll bring you back something good from Razvir if we can find anything.
Probably like a big crystal eye.
Let's just focus on that black sapphire and call it a day.
Yeah.
I think that's about all that we need to get out of there that's important.
Fair enough.
Based
just-
on
Make sure to come back here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, come on, kids. Let's go play dragon.
Okay,
No.
you get to be a black one, and I'm going to be a gold one.
Ooh.
All right, so the three of them depart the room and leave you all to a pile of books in the library.
All right, get armored up, and let's go do this.
Meet outside in 5 once we get our kit on.
You got it.
All right then.
All right. The group breaks. You all head to your various places and switch back into your adventuring gear, donning your armor and equipment. And before you know it, you're all standing in the back of the estate in Presidium by the gazebo. And you've gathered up. Archibald's standing there. He still has like streamers on him from the festival.
Aww. Just leave those there for now. They'll come off when he balls up anyway. All right, well, I'll drop the teleport pad. I'm just going to start with the regular one because it is 75% chance of being there. So would this be considered viewed once, I assume, or seen casually?
This would be probably viewed once.
Okay. Still, not terrible chances.
Is Moira with us? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she has been. I didn't really make a point out of it when we got here because everyone else was having their scenes.
She's here.
She's here. She's been with us. Yep. I thought about it a lot between sessions, but during sessions it didn't really. Probably would have been relevant during the.
Yeah, it hasn't come up really.
She's
So
been on Lovette's arm during the festival.
yeah, so Moira is just kind of hanging out and doing her thing, and she's obviously going to be staying at the manor while you guys are going to Rasvir.
She wasn't given permission to speak, so.
Yeah, exactly. She only speaks when spoken to.
As Lovette is getting the teleportation pad ready, Kurla's gonna.
I did nothing to deserve this.
Love you, Grem. Kurla will be looking at the gazebo and then kind of looking at the spot where they cast the spell and spoke with Vera, and then the spot where they, for all intents and purposes, prayed to Voluna. Yeah, they're just looking around, recalling those moments as Lovette preps.
Is there anything special about how Kurla prays to Voluna?
I mean, they were kind of face down in the dirt when they first reached out. They're going to have to figure out the rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like there's a conversation coming that's going to hopefully get that streamlined out a bit, but y'all are off to deal with some giants first. So the teleport pad gets tossed down, the pad itself activates, and you all can go at your leisure to Rasvir.
All right.
And I rolled the D100 for that. I got a 20, so it should be all right.
That's one of your better rolls for teleportation, too.
Yeah, so very much is.
It's right on target. So the spell finishes. There is that normal flash of light that you are used to, and you are no longer in Presidium. When your eyes readjust, you are now in a much different place. You find yourselves surrounded by ancient stone and architecture. So it appears that the spell was right on target, and by right on target I mean exactly on target. You see above you, sitting upon a great and ancient throne, is a giant. He wears thick armor plates across most of his body, covering a chainmail suit underneath. Indeed, there is no skin visible, as his hands are gloved and his face is obscured by a shining steel helm with a full face mask. His shoulders, arm guards, knee guards, as well as highlights on his chest plate are stained in red colors. Out from his helm shines a single red light from only one side, indicating that he indeed seems to only have one eye. The throne he sits upon looks far older than him, perhaps older than the castle it stands in the center of. Chips of stone are missing from it, and it appears to have been painted and repainted a number of times. Who knows the number of tyrants who have sat upon it. Without standing, he simply raises a great gauntleted hand and in a booming voice calls out, "Small ones have no place in my court. What is your business in this sacred place of giants?"
Should we just tell them?
Good afternoon.
I feel like it would be best to be straightforward, yeah.
All right. We're here to get a sapphire that is very large and black.
Just gonna go for it, aren't we? Shit. Okay.
I mean, that's what
I'm going to
Kurla
start
said.
Archie's timer.
Okay.
Also,
Oh, I
did
thought
a
he was
quick
still out when we
linguistics.
teleported.
He's got to go in when we teleport. He brings us above
Oh.
the people count.
Okay.
that was a 19 on the linguistics check, so and then the +4 for 23. So I would assume
Yeah,
I'm following the
you're able
conversation
to-
just fine.
Yeah, you're able to piece together what he's saying.
Thank you.
He's basically saying like, why are you here? What are you doing? Like, and
Got it.
something about not being welcome for being small. The wording is a little bit weird in your mind, but you get the sense of it.
You are small, not welcome in here.
Yeah, and you picked out those words in the sentence, and you're like, oh, okay,
I got the gist.
yeah,
Is Jiro with us?
yes.
Oh, we got this. There's no.
Oh, okay. I don't.
I love
that
my
in a fucking
fiance.
second.
He's a great fiance, isn't he, guys?
Your fiance hasn't killed a man.
So, we're just here to get that, and then we will immediately leave. No harm,
We,
no foul.
Kurla will take a stab, I guess, at saying something in giant, or is that not going to
Careful.
be covered by the linguistics?
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were like going to stab someone. I wasn't.
Yeah, careful with that. The phrasing.
Yeah.
They're going to take a
So-
figurative stab if
Yeah.
the linguistics check permits
Okay.
it.
Is freshly sharpened.
Yeah. What would you like to say?
Well, Riz has just said that we want the sapphire.
Yeah.
Kurla's also going to say, I am afraid we also can't bring it back when we're done with it, but we can compensate you for it.
Yes, financially.
And it is quite important, it involves saving the world, including your part of it.
Make a
Petravian
linguistics
kind of
check.
looks over to Hummel. He goes,
And diplomacy.
"You're gonna die."
Linguistics and diplomacy. I can do
Yeah.
that.
And you still have the +4 to linguistics for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to last all day.
Linguistics, that's a 22 for a total of 26 with the +4.
Am I able
and
to assist with diplomacy?
Yeah, you chimed in, so go ahead and roll. Yours will be DC 15 to assist.
diplomacy, that was a
Oh,
28.
then I pass.
Okay, so that'll be a 30 adjusted.
Uh,
The giant looks down at the lot of you, regarding you as so many specks of dust to him. He stands up from his throne, reaches a gauntleted hand up, grabs his helmet, slides it off of himself, and reveals underneath, I would say, someone who looked maybe a little past their primes slightly, at least in the way that their skin is somewhat wrinkled and their hair is sort of patchy and looks almost bleached white. Just very, very much the signs of age and time on this person's face. One of their eyes has this horrifying scar going across it, and the eyeball itself has been replaced by this completely jet black gemstone that reflects light off of it in such an eerie way. His other eye glows a dull red color as he looks at you with just this sneering anger. You would come here and demand something of me. And why should I listen to you? Why should I not kill you right now?
The world will end if we don't get it.
Also, we do not intend to demand, as I said, we are happy to
Yeah.
compensate you if you have something that you would ask of us in return. I am sure we would be willing to discuss it, and if
Not gonna do the work of some king.
you are in need of healing, if you would prefer to have a replacement eye equal to the best that yours ever was, I can certainly accommodate that. I am something of a healer. Frankly, if anyone in your realm needs healing, I'm happy to do the job. Another linguistics.
Interesting. Very interesting. I did not expect them to bring a healer.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Very well.
Oh, wait.
I will accept. You may have my eye in exchange for that one. And he points at Kurla.
That was not quite what I was offering there.
It is a fair
No.
trade.
No.
The rest of them can take this. And he taps the stone in his eye. They may have this, but I keep that one.
For how long would you need my services?
Why are we even talking to this pile of dog shit?
Because I would rather do this than get into a fight. That's why. Why? For how long would you require my services?
The rest of my life.
Right. That's not gonna quite work. Have you got some room for a negotiation on that one?
No. I do not
Right.
negotiate with slaves.
Ah, right.
Can we
Okay.
hurt them now?
By
We
the
do
way,
have an anti-slave policy. I'm still kind of
I wasn't actually selling myself into slavery there.
Just-
Not the deal I was making.
just
If you
for
wish the eye, that is the only deal I am going to make.
how tall is he? By the way,
He is about. I mean, he's real large. He's probably something to the tune of 24 feet tall. Somewhere in there. He's in the huge category.
Huge.
He's also covered, like I said, covered in armor. As he's standing there, like, because he's now risen from his throne, as he's standing there, he pulls this sword up that was just sort of jammed into the stone work of this platform next to the throne. He pulls that out, and as he lifts it, which, by the way, it is such a massive piece of metal that it hardly could really be considered a sword. It's just like this disgusting hunk of enchanted metal. Because as he lifts it, these red runes illuminate across the entire blade, and the entire thing seems to hum to life. And he makes a fist with his left hand, and this projection of magical energy appears over his left gauntlet and sort of floats there weightlessly. And this is about what he looks like.
We are gonna kill this dude and we're gonna loot the shit out of him.
Ooh, fuck.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
My
So-
robot is ready.
As you are looking at him, you also see around him and around the entire court, because you are indeed in the throne room court of this castle. I mean, you're not the only two people in here. Like, all around you are these other giants, and of them, there appear to be sort of an honor guard of armored giants as well. Their armor is not quite as impressive looking, but they do wield these long silver-looking blades, and they're fully armored with red visors across their helms.
Oh shit. Okay.
Huh.
You guys remember those mammoths?
Yeah.
Ready to do that shit again?
Let's fucking go.
I mean, lay me down.
Regicide. Regicide.
Regicide.
Regicide.
Regicide.
You have this but one chance to take this deal and leave with your lives. Otherwise-
Same goes to you.
Otherwise, I will kill the lot of you and take that one anyway.
Vera will raise her arms to her sides as if she's praying, and will look at him and saying, "May your blood go to my god." And it's going to cast a spell.
And with that, we're going to take a short break.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hello.
We're back, bitches.
We're back from our break. Wow, here we go. So, last thing that happened is you all picked a fight with the King of the Giants.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
Vera picked a fight with the King of the Giants.
I'm not
Yeah.
letting Barry take credit for this.
So, what I'm going to have you all do is we're gonna roll some initiatives here real fast.
Okay.
So,
So-
in order to do that, Just need to toss some people onto the map.
Oh yeah, okay. That answers my question.
Don't need to much worry about that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll some inish.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. Some other stuff down here.
I rolled a 20.
Good job.
I rolled an 18.04.
I rolled bad.
Oh.
Me too.
I rolled a 21.
I got a 17 and 9, so I'm right after myself, but there's a huge gap for
It's
giants.
so weird for Petra to be this high up on the initiative order.
First, thus far.
Remember, don't die. You don't want to die a virgin.
You don't want to die here. You have something important waiting for you, right?
I mean, seriously, who would die a virgin? That's like really hard to do, right?
As far as he knows.
Right?
All right, so we're gonna do this combat slightly differently.
Okay.
This is gonna be done in theater of the mind style. So
Okay. All right. All right.
here we go.
Be descriptive, kids.
Absolutely.
Be
So
descriptive.
Okay.
Okay.
Be
enjoy some combat
descriptive.
music.
Be descriptive.
Okay, so a lot of you are at the bottom of this large set of stairs leading up to the throne. All around you are the royal guards of the giants. These guys wearing these heavy steel plates, wielding long swords that are just enormous to a human's hands. The king of the giants himself is wielding this huge size category claymore in one hand and has a big shield hovering over his left hand, or left wrist rather. So he can grasp the sword with both hands and still get a shield bonus. So he's wearing some pretty gnarly armor, and the giants appear to be pretty pissed off. So Vera, I believe the last thing you did was you were going to cast a spell to start this combat off. What are you casting?
I would like to cast. Let me get it here to say the exact one. Summon Elder Worm. And what I'm trying to do is once it's summoned, I want it to try to consume, like, if possible, his leg. Like, just attach and swallow, quote unquote, swallow whole his leg. Like,
Yeah.
obviously you can't swallow whole the whole thing, but I wanted it to be attached to his leg.
Okay. Well, let me pull up the worm here.
Which things you wanted to deep throw his leg?
Yep, that's what I was literally just thinking, Grem.
Oh, good lord.
I was like, should I
That is
say
terrible.
it? Should I say it?
I was too. I
Grem
took the
said
bullet for it.
it.
Just
Yep.
terrible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hope he
So
doesn't
you're
have a
gonna cast
gag
that.
reflex.
And
Oh,
I believe
boy.
the way these spells work is that it will appear on the beginning of your next turn.
Nice.
So
All right.
a big old critter is going to burst out of the ground in one round. So that's going to start combat proper.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and start this combat up. Petravian, you have initiative.
Yes.
At a space of 21 here. So you're standing at the top of the order.
All right. All
Once
right.
again, you are surrounded by your allies at the bottom of the staircase. To your left, right, and behind you are these giant soldiers. And up at the top of the staircase stands their king. What would you like to do?
How far away is he from? How far away is he from me?
From you, he's up a flight of stairs, so I'd say 20 feet.
Okay. Okay.
It's a decent-sized flight of stairs.
Okay. So with Petravian, he doesn't want to leave his group. So with his hammer's new ability, he's not going anywhere. He's just going to full attack from his position,
Okay,
throwing his hammer.
excellent.
Nice.
Okay, well in that case, go ahead and make a full attack with your new throwing hammer ability there. Now, do you have a separate one built for throwing?
I don't believe so. Combat. I just have life's charge right here.
Gotcha. Okay, so what I'm going to do
Okay.
is see if I can build this for you real quick.
Okay.
Bwah, 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 bwah. So as all this is going down, you are, winding up this attack here. Weapon attack, damage ability, and attack ability, dexterity. All right, that should do it. Okay, you wind up the attack, and you can now throw this. So if you look in there, it should be listed as Life's Charge Thrown.
Yes.
And that should have all the same effects and doohickeys on it. I just changed the modifiers
Cool.
to be based off of your dexterity.
Okay.
All
Sweet. And full attack.
Alrighty. All right.
Oh no.
So, oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. All right. I would like you to submit one of those one more time, because it was the very first roll was a nat 1.
Yes.
So this could end your turn immediately. So go ahead.
Single
and submit.
or full?
Just submit another full attack. Just that way we can see more dice flying out.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one, the next one, luckily came up as a 39 in the same spot. So it is not a confirmed critical miss. So go
Okay.
Dismiss that. All right. So your first shot misses. So you throw this hammer, it streaks through the air. It's going to strike part of the throne beside him, and then reappear immediately back in your hand. Now, I believe, how does that look?
Flurry of flowers.
Ah, okay. So some flower petals like burst off from the palm of your hand, and your hammer's back, and you throw it again. And the second time, it's going to strike and hit him. It reappears. You throw it 2 more times, but those next 2 attacks aren't going to hit. So of your 4 shots, one of them lands solid, and is going to hit him for a little bit of damage. But he is completely unfazed by this. Like, in fact, he kind of is just going to grin and start to kind of laugh at this pathetic attempt to damage him. Because this is a tyrant who has sat this throne now for more than 10 years, and he has put every single challenger into the ground. He sees this pathetic attempt to harm him, and he's just going to laugh. Riz.
Oh no.
You're up.
All right. So, how many of the other giants are near him currently?
Near him, none. He's at the top of this staircase, and he's
Let's
on a
say
platform.
a 30-foot range near him.
Oh, 30 feet near him?
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple of the soldiers, but not very many of them.
Okay. It's centered on me, though.
The soldiers are mostly going to be to your left, right, and behind you.
How close are they to us?
They're pretty close. They're pretty close. They're within 30 feet. If you're going to be using.
All right. In order to take out as many of the little men as possible, Riz is going to cast storm bolts. So they just twirl their hands up, and they kind of reach to the heavens, and they pull this lightning down with vigor, hoping that it'll crush them.
Okay. And that doesn't hit the allies at all, right?
Correct. It is completely safe for friends.
Okay.
Yay!
SFF. Safe for friends.
Safe for friends.
All right, and I'll add Jared to the initiative order as well because
Oh,
he's
wonderful.
also here.
Yeah, please.
He's also here. Okay, so Riz, you cast storm bolts. You raise your hands in the air. You cascade this lightning umbrella basically over this entire area.
Yeah.
And it's going to strike. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Yeah, I don't really have a damage button, so I don't remember exactly how many.
Well, that's fine. It says here in the spell description, 1d8 points of electricity damage per caster level. So yeah, you guys are what?
18?
Yeah. So
Is it
roll
18d8?
Yeah. So please roll 18d8.
Okay.
And then I'll make some fortitude saves.
Damn, son.
Beautiful.
72.
Okay, 72 damage, and here comes some fort saves.
Do 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 do.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. That's not great. Okay. So
Yeah.
the giants, at least the first couple, the first one's going to take a really nasty hit, but I'm going to keep rolling for more of them.
And not to mention that if they are successfully hit, they do get stunned.
Yeah. So, Riz, you notice the giants to your left.
Okay.
To the west side, we'll say that This runs north of you guys just to keep it easy. To your west, the giants over there are going to really take a nasty hit from these storm bolts. They're going to take the full 72 points of damage and also be stunned for a round. The giants to your south and the giants to your east, however, are going to save against that attack, and they'll take, I think, half damage. So, yeah, they'll take half damage. So they take a fair bit, and the ones to the west, like, they're wearing all this metal armor, and the electricity just arcs right through it, and it just kind of roots them to the ground, and they're grunting in pain. The arcs move up to hit the King of the Giants up on this big platform, and he actually moves his shield. He moves his left arm in front of him, and all of the lightning is going to concentrate into his shield and cause his shield to begin to glow a blue color.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right. It is now his turn. All right. So Romnir the Tyrant is going to go, and on his move, he's going to take his massive sword in his right hand, and he's going to flap it into the shield floating over his left wrist.
Uh-oh.
So he's going to clang it together, and the red runes that have been glowing like more and more intensely along the blade of this thing are going to react with the energy already stored up in the shield from the lightning blast, and he is going to fire that at the party. I'd like you all to make a reflex save.
Yeah.
kills me.
I'm really sorry.
The level up stuff I did not take for Archibald, and I thought about was that what would have come in handy here.
Right.
I got a nat 1.
That is a 19 for Vera.
That was a 28 for Kurla.
All right, so that is what we're going to call it.
19 for Petra.
An oofsie.
18
Okay.
for Lovette and a 19 for Archie.
Okay. The DC was 25.
Oof.
So I think the only one of you that succeeds that is going to be Kurla. So Kurla, you're going to take 36 damage. Everyone else takes 72.
Oh my god. That is
Uh-oh.
half
The stun effect doesn't
Spaghettios.
affect you.
Do you want us to
So you
knock
don't-
those off our character sheets ourselves?
Yeah. Go ahead and if you can. If you can't, I can do it for you.
Help.
Okay.
Can you do the minus thing? On
I
the...
tried. It didn't work for me.
It works for Lovette at least. So if Lovette can do it, then all of you should be able to.
Minus what now?
I sure wish.
72 if you failed. 36 for Kurla.
Done.
Yeah,
I'm
so you just go ahead-
sorry.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
No, I said
All
done,
right,
not
Kurla,
done.
it's yours up, like not literally up next, but you fix this. You got this. You
I
can get us
believe
all
in.
back up to strength.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
All right. So after Romnir, after he does that, he's going to laugh and say in Giant that he has not had a challenge in far too long. He'll enjoy putting your heads on pikes once you fall at his feet. That's going to take us to Jiro, who is going to vanish from sight.
Immediately
And-
murder Romney.
That is the end of his turn. Kurla, you are up.
Coward.
Yeah, Jiro just leaves you all to die.
Kurla, feeling all of this pain and seeing everyone else in the party get hit, is going to feel a lot of anger welling up inside them, but they're also going to remember what Jiro, who, hey, has just vanished, taught them, and they're going to, instead of shying away from this anger, they're going to use it as they focus and begin casting a spell, and their movements, which had always been slightly sort of aggressive and staccato, now have a kind of flow to them, and moonlight seems to be dancing through their fingers as they cast Mass Heal.
Lovely. Mass heal. Okay. So
Which-
that is going to affect everyone with a
Yeah.
heal spell, which will heal everyone for, I believe, 150 points, unless Mass has a higher cap.
I believe it does. I'll double check that as soon as I have
In that
cast
case, it would be 180 hit points. So
I believe
massive
the cap is
overheal.
250.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
in
it would
that
be
case,
at a it would be 180.
everyone is
yeah.
everyone is restored to full health. So go ahead and restore yourselves to full health, and that will be that.
Hate to be a
That's incredible.
I hate to be an OP wanker, but I also have the feat that makes any of the excess points temporary hit points.
Oh fuck.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And how long does that last?
I will check for you.
Yeah, please check for that. While
of course.
do that. So.
What was the total?
It was 180.
Okay, so just to do some quick maths here, those of you who did not save are going to have 108 temporary hit points. Those of you who did save are going to have 144 temporary hit points.
They persist for 1 round per level. So
Okay, so 18 rounds. You got it.
Jeez, fight. If this fight goes longer than 18 rounds, something has gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Okay.
it feels very different, this spell, casting this spell, than any spell that they have cast in the past, since this is their first real spell, aside from Miracle, they're casting using a different source of divine energy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It feels
Would you
good.
say that we feel on the moon?
No, I wouldn't say that ever.
You're right.
It's terrible.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
you're right.
Uh-oh.
I attacked
Uh-oh.
that.
No,
Oh, man. So whose turn
I
is it
didn't
now?
even say it correctly.
That is Archie's turn.
All right.
Uh
All
oh.
right, Archie's just gonna delay his turn till after mine.
Okay. Archie will delay till 8.04. Cool. All right.
Boy, already
That
went
takes
on
us
that.
to the Giants.
Oh, I do have a question for him though, real quick.
What's up?
Would spell resistance have protected him from the thing?
He would have gotten a save.
Okay.
I mean,
he
spell
does have-
resistance
Or no,
gives-
I have spell resistance actually.
Yeah, like
I
spell
should-
resistance gives you a roll.
Okay. I would have. I should have had that. I'm not. If you will give it to me, I'll take it. But I'm not asking for it back.
Okay. Do you let's see where is? Oh, where is that even listed on these sheets? Sorry,
That's a good question.
I thought it would be under attributes, but I'm not seeing it there.
I think it's on
Maybe
his
summary.
sheet because it's
It'd be in
his-
summary.
Spell resistance 0. Yeah.
Zero?
On Lovette at least, spell resistance 0. You said that Lovette had it or that Archie had it?
Well, that has it.
Okay, that's weird that it's not noted anywhere. So.
Huh.
Yeah, kind of odd.
I,
Yeah, we can-
I'll double check. I
Yeah, we can
won't
deal with that at another time. Okay. Yeah, okay. Spell resistance is actually, the formula is built in under the combat tab, and it's just blank on Lovette's sheet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, the Giants are up. So they're going to move in, and they're going to make some attacks with these really large swords that they're carrying. And what we're going to get here is a couple of attacks on most of you guys as they rush in to melee to, like, just kind of just like dogpile you guys at the bottom of the staircase. So, of the ones that rush in and attack, I'm just going to look at some of the numbers here. We'll just go down the line. Petravian, your AC is 33, so you're going to take only 2 hits. Okay, that's not too terrible. So as they rush in, the first one's going to strike you for 33 damage. The second one is going to strike you for 34 damage. All right. Beyond that, the next one down is going to be Riz. Riz, your AC is 20, so this isn't going to be good.
No.
In your case, you were hit 3 times, so all 3 of their attacks land. So you're struck for 34, 35, and 39 damage.
Wow, I'm back at my normal health.
That's
Wow, it actually literally was the exact temp HP you had.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty spiffy. Next one down is Lovette. Lovette. Let me roll this guy's attacks again because I'm out of attacks. Do fresh full. There we go. Let's see. What is your AC?
20 or it's 18 right now because I
It's
forgot to
18
cast
right
it.
now.
No, it's 22 because I'm next to Archie.
22 because you're next to Archie. Okay. All 3 attacks hit you. The first one, in fact, is also going to crit.
Cool.
So let me grab a quick card for that. Slashing.
Might change
So-
my turn a little bit.
Okay. So that it is basically this giant is going to come in and deliver this really nasty blow to you, Lovette. And even with this extra like divine protection that you have from the temporary HP right now, this hit is still enough to wind you. You're struck with such force that all the wind is just forced out of your lungs, and it is going to fatigue you for a couple of rounds.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So,
what does that do again?
Minus like 2 strength, 2 con, 2 dex, I think, for any checks or something like that.
2 strength.
Yeah, I know, right? Something like that. It's honestly probably not going to affect Lovette very much to
I have a
begin
strength
with.
of 3 right now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a minor penalty to some physical stuff.
Yeah. Just very tired.
The more important part of it is going to be the damage. So
Yeah.
it strikes you for 67 damage from the critical, then
Oh.
28 damage, and then 45 damage from the actual hit.
Ooh.
So that's going to take you down to 119 HP.
All right.
All right. After that, we have the attacks on Kurla. Moment.
Yikes.
Okay, Kurla, what is your AC?
28.
28. Okay, in that case, only 1 hit. You take 23 points of damage that are soundly absorbed by your divine shield.
Yeah, they're making good use of that celestial shield.
Yeah, and that'll take us on to the last person, which is going to be Vera. Oh, sorry, there's also Archie as well. So Vera, you are going to be attacked, and they roll like absolute shit against you.
And my AC next to Archie would be 25. Is that right? How much does the shield?
I rolled the wrong attacks. My apologies. Let me fix that.
You know, you can keep them.
You can keep those.
Let me actually roll the correct numbers here. Apologies.
What is
All
it? Grem?
right.
What's that?
+2. What does being next to Archie do?
The shield.
Using +4 to my AC.
Oh.
Because everyone +4. Everyone who's near him.
Yeah.
Within
So
his
27.
reach, which is probably everybody right now.
Yeah, which is like
So-
15 feet. So yeah, everybody's within Archie's protection.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, these are gonna hit. Oh, sorry. You said your AC was 28,
There's 27.
27 for Kurla.
Oh. For
Oh, sorry, for Vera. Apologies. All right. In that case, so 35, you're struck for 39 damage, 38 damage, and 41 damage, taking you to 132 out of 142. So these giants come in and just start dogpiling, striking the lot of you. I've got one last one to roll here against Archie, whose AC is 31. And of these, only 1 hits for 37 damage. All right. So that is the end of their turn, as you guys are now right up in melee with the elite guard here. That's going to take us to Lovette.
Okay, so real quick, I checked my spell resist is 31. It's 11 plus my level. Anyway, I'm going to I was going to give Archie some more attacks, but for now I'm going to oscillate. So that shit don't happen again.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah, I'm looking for the thing on my sheet. But that's what I'm doing for
No
my
worries.
turn.
So you begin to oscillate.
Oh, and I'm going to fly as I'm oscillating up, and so I'm like head height with Archibald.
Okay. So you're up in the air about 25 feet or
25
so.
feet.
Look at
Okay.
this ant. It is so small.
Really?
And it's flying now.
A flying ant. Can you believe that?
What wonders we see in our time. Will these wonders never cease? All right, Archibald, you have initiative.
He's
Yeah,
getting
Marchie.
punching. All right, he's going for Big Daddy, just full on. Full attack.
Charging Big
Oh,
Daddy.
he's gonna move up to the king.
Oh, how far away is he?
The
I
king's
must have
about
missed
30 feet up, 20, 30-ish feet up
Wouldn't
this.
he have reach?
He's now that puts him just out of reach.
Yeah.
5-foot step?
I could 5-foot step, but do you guys need Archie near with you?
I'll be right
Let's-
next to him.
All right, let's just he'll just get clobbering some giants then.
Okay.
Got enough punch for both of them.
It's true. He got a lot of punch.
So that's 43, 36, 28, and 42.
Okay. So between those hits, as well as some of the damage that's already been done by the Stormbolt spell, Archibald is going to topple one of the elite guard.
All right.
Definitely
Nice.
does
Nice.
the Batman clonk two guys' heads together thing.
Were you splitting the attacks between multiple targets or focusing on one?
I would like to split them between. Well, I don't know how beat up do any of them look like they're
None of
about
them
to
are
go down?
particularly nastily beat up. I mean, the ones
Okay,
that
then
took the
you have to
full
focus on
Stormbolts.
two.
Okay, in that case, you do drop one.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that'll take us to Vera, which is also going to activate the
Worm.
summon. So let me put him here at right
They
there.
call
Okay,
him Dr.
so-
Worm.
Vera, what would you like to do on your turn now that a enormous purple worm has burst forth from the ground near you?
It's well, not near. It's biting his leg. Remember?
Yeah, it's bursting up at the king, but it hasn't made its attack yet.
So, first of all, Vera, right now in her prayer pose, her skin will tighten as the Vespid exoskeleton forms on her body, activating
Okay.
Friz Boon,
Wonderful.
as well as her eye will light up as a faint, almost shield around her as dust passes by will activate. And you can see like a teal kind of shield
Okay.
as
Excellent.
the Eye of the Protector is also activated.
Okay. I believe that also gives you some temporary HP.
It do.
40.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and add that on your sheet then.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Does it take an action or anything for me to activate the detect magic on my eye?
No.
Okay,
No,
I would like
I'll
to-
let that be free. That's fine.
I will activate that, and I'd like to look at Romnir.
He's pretty decked out. The detect magic effect on your eye is going to take a couple rounds to just like a normal detect magic spell would. It takes a few rounds to focus in on stuff.
Okay.
But in the first round of using it, it tells you whether or not there's magic there.
Mhm.
So round 1, presence, yes, no, yes. So that's the answer for the first round.
Okay. In that case, I am going to go into swarm form.
All right. So you boon form and swarm form.
Actually, no. I'm going to go up in the air.
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Feckin' Familiar on Romnir.
Okay. You cast Feckin' Familiar, and Hummel whooshes out from you, and as he moves toward Romnir, begins multiplying rapidly into this enormous swarm of bees.
Which strangely looks very small now in comparison to this giant hulking giant.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are
Get
these
'em.
gnats?
Oh,
You send insects to fight me? I am a king.
the ultimate insult.
No, he'd call them bugs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dare
Oh,
send
bugs.
bugs to fight a king? So we'll see how that goes. All
You want me
right.
to roll for
Mhm.
Hummel or
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
all right. I think it's 48 now. So not too bad. 9.
9. Okay.
Very
All
bad.
right. You got it. All right. He takes. He again. This tickles him. He's
Oh,
he's
actually,
not even
sorry.
feeling that.
I actually rolled the wrong one. I need to do 46.
Oh, okay.
Let me
It might be higher. Hey, there you
11.
go. All
Hey,
right.
all right.
Okay. So the bee stings are a pittance to this guy. So he kind of, again, just sort of laughs off the damage,
Mhm.
and that will take us on to your summon, who is going to make an attack
Worm.
to try to bite this thing. Ooh, all right. It was a good attempt. However, the purple worm's bite is not quite enough to strike Romnir.
No.
So
It'll distract
it tries,
him though.
It tries to this giant thing pops out of the ground, roars, rears back, and goes in to clamp onto this guy's leg, and none of the teeth can bite into his armor.
I have a
Like-
question.
Yes.
Is the purple worm technically an ally?
Yes.
What if I were to say use my fate points to try to help him bite him?
Just give him like a reroll?
Yeah.
All right. If you want to do that, you can. I can reroll for him.
I would love to do that.
Okay.
Done.
You're incredibly lucky. You know that?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, time rewinds for your perception at least, and this purple worm bursts from the ground and roars, and it has this saliva like leaking from its giant maw. It leans in, grasps on, and grabs Romnir's leg. The teeth sink in between the armored plates, and for the first time, Romnir lets out a grunt of pain as he takes 34 points of damage.
Yeah!
Ouch.
Hell yeah.
34
Alright.
got him grunting, eh?
Well, I mean, on top of the hit from the life's charge in the first round.
That's true. And nothing from my lightning.
No, nothing from the lightning at all. He straight up ignored that one.
Yep.
So that's going to take us to the beginning of round 2. Petravian, you have initiative.
All right. So, I believe Archie's going to have most of these giants around us covered. So, we're going to just...
Oh, I see how it is.
We're gonna focus. We're gonna focus on Romnir.
It's funny that you say that because I was thinking Petra's got the most of these giants covered.
We're gonna go after Romnir from here.
Right. So you want to charge up the stairs at him?
No, sir. We're gonna stay
okay.
right near. We're gonna throw the hammer again. But before we do that, we're gonna cast Forceful Strike as a swift action.
All right, go ahead. All right.
And
What'd it do, though?
what it do is on the first round, on the first hit, what is it? The let me just I'll just read it for you. Normal weapon damage but it also deals an additional amount of force damage equal to 1d4 points per caster level, maximum of 10d4. Maybe enough to knock the target backward as well.
Let's see them rolls.
You got it. Cambet. And you know what? We're gonna power attack. Can I power attack with this or no?
You can power attack with it. I'm sorry. There's one last thing I'm trying to find on here, which is the casting time on the spell.
It says swift.
It also says duration instantaneous up top.
Yeah, that's what I expect to see.
Okay, yeah, it does say swift in the info.
I don't see the swift in the info, so I'm just going to verify that on my side.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Also, real quick, did Romnir roll for poison or distraction?
He did not. I can have him roll for those right now, though. What's the DCs?
I'd have to look it up again. I believe the distraction was like 21 or 22, if I recall.
Okay.
But I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, his fortitude is kind of off the charts, so he's fine.
Okay.
Are they both fortitude?
I'll have to check.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Forceful Strike is a swift action. Apologies for that.
No problem.
Okay. So, yeah, you channel this energy of yours into this attack. You grant that first hammer blow a Forceful Strike. Go ahead and make your full attack.
How do I do the there's no button for power attack on that. For the you cannot power attack that. Apologies. Okay, sounds good.
It's
We
a
will full
ranged
attack.
attack. Yeah, you would need to have deadly aim. Yeah,
Gotcha.
ranged version of it.
All right, so we got a 25, 26, 27, and a 23. I don't think any of those hit.
So yeah, what you do is you fire that, and the first one has that energy on it. So it's going to land kind of near one of his feet and break part of the step next to him. And then your concussive next 3 shots are going to kind of do similar things. They kind of go around him. So like one shot like goes between his legs and hits the bottom of the throne. Another shot comes and hits like one of the corners of the throne. Like you're pretty much just like, it's almost like you're attacking the chair and not the man. Which, I mean, at this point, he's just kind of annoyed Like,
Fuck that
who is
chair.
Who is this person who's coming here and attacking my throne?
Petravian, what the fuck?
It's a
Break my
hideous
house,
chair.
Destroy my furniture.
So, Riz, you have initiative.
Well, seeing how it's technically not as easy as they're used to with fighting, and they kind of go, I gotta change my strategy a little. So they kind of duck out of the arm's reach of the giants a little bit, stick to Archie, and they're gonna cast haste on the party.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Nice. Cool,
With
beat me to it.
hopefully Jiro included wherever the fuck he is.
Wherever Jiro may or may not be.
Yeah.
Fucked off. He's gone, bitches.
God. Good enough.
All right.
So put
go
those
ahead
on
and
your
add
tokens.
go ahead and add the haste buff onto yourselves, y'all, and we will move on. So after Riz casts haste, you all feel this incredible amount of speed burn up into your body, this new energy. And that is going to take us on to Romnir the Tyrant. Now, Romnir is no slouch. He's not just going to stand back and let people throw hammers at him all
sure
day.
about that?
So, what he's going to do is he is going to leap from this platform, and he is going to try to land like foot first onto Petravian.
Oh,
fuck.
Like
fuck.
full, just like death from above style, like land on him.
Badass. I'm sorry, Petra.
It is. I hope I can
So-
roll out of the way. Do I get a
so-
reflex out of there?
He's going to see if he hits your AC. He gets a 41.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Well, at
So
least now
he-
you can hit him with your normal attacks. That'll do more
Yeah.
damage.
It was close though.
So,
You can poke his
Yeah,
sole
that
of his
says
foot.
it's on me.
Yeah.
what's your CMD? Yeah, that's going to hit you.
Uh.
Okay. So, that's actually going to fully knock you prone.
Yep.
As well. So basically, what he does is he comes in, he lands on you with like his left foot and just crushes you to the ground. So he's now standing on you with one of his feet, and he is going to at that point just bring his sword down on you, like both hands downward chop,
Ooh.
and that is going to hit you for 74 damage.
Oh my god.
Right. That is his turn. That takes us to Jiro. So, as this fight is going on, as Romnir just launched himself at Petravian, you hear... What's that?
Chiro flips the off switch on a giant.
Yeah, pretty much. So you hear a few footsteps, and then this very quick succession of blows being dealt, like the sound of metal like going into flesh, and one of the elite giants that's standing there, probably the one next to Vera. No, sorry, Vera's in the air. It'd be the one next to Kurla. Drops to its knees and then slumps over to the side, and his back is just riddled with shuriken.
Ooh.
I love that man.
Hell yeah.
I was ready
that's
for
it.
one of them to just split into like an X shape and just.
So that's going to take us on to Kurla.
Well, Kurla is going to see the giant fall right next to them.
Mhm.
And they're also, unfortunately, going to see Petravian getting curb stomped.
Mm-hmm.
And their eyes will flash with white moonlight, and they will extend their left hand out towards the king. And white moonlight will begin swirling around it. And it'll take on other colors too. It'll take on the purple and the silver that are the trademarks of the Luna, but they will say very steadily to the king, "Stop hurting my friend." And they will cast harm. And
okay.
they are going to cast it. Such is the new divine energy whirling within them that they will be able to cast it as a ranged touch attack, because they will be casting it at a slightly higher level than it's supposed to be.
Excellent. Okay.
So-
Okay. So you cast ranged harm. So this beam of moonlight comes out of your hand. It's going to wash over Romnir. As it does, let's see here. This is a new round. So what he is going to do is, as it begins to like hit him, and also, I mean, I'm not saying calling out the attack was a problem, but it did get his attention. But he would have done this either way, so Don't feel that you're calling out the attack caused it to fail. He's going to turn and again move this strange shield thing on his left arm to intercept this beam of moonlight. So it's going to wash over the shield and again cause it to this time glow white instead of blue.
Shit.
Well, I'm glad I remembered my spell resistance right now. Holy shit.
All right. So yeah, he's hit by it. I'm gonna have him make a save anyway, just to make sure that it doesn't like overcome his shit. Nah, he's fine. Okay. So it hits him and it gets like again concentrates the energy into this hovering magical shield over his left wrist. That is going to take us on to the giant's turn. The one next to Kurla is dead. The one that was one of the ones next to Archie is also downed. The two that got stunned on the west side are now back up after their first round of being stunned. So they're going to rush in now. And we're going to get some attacks from the giants. So here we go. So those of you who are still in melee there, let's see. I believe Riz is hiding under Archie. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
To be accurate, yeah, they're cowering.
Gotcha. So in that case, it looks like the only people that are viable to be attacked. Vera is 30 feet in the air. These guys can still technically reach that.
Okay.
So they are still going to be able to attack you from where you're at, Vera. So I'll do one more for that. All right, here we go. So we've got attack number 1, which is going to be against Archibald. What is Archie's AC? Sorry.
31.
32 is what I'm seeing. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that is 37 damage, a critical hit for 60 damage, and another hit for 32 damage. So one of these giants comes in, just snicker snack on this fucking sword, and one of the shots is going to really land hard. And on that, it is going to be...
Did he just bandersnatch us?
He did. He just fucking bandersnatched your ass.
Oh my god.
You got bandersnatched. Wah.
You know, Snicker Snack, Bandersnatch, the
Alice
in Wonderland.
Oh, I was there. So, if a... yeah, so one of those shots, the critical one in particular, is actually going to slash at Archie's leg and cause him to fall prone. Bad news for Riz.
Yep.
Oh, that is bad news for Riz.
Ooh.
Riz, can I get a reflex save?
You sure can, DM Daddy. Nat fucking 20, bitch.
That fucking 20. Ooh, all right. So Archie, his knee basically gets taken out. So like a piece of metal like pings off of his knee and flies over and like bounces off some stonework nearby. Archie's right leg just kind of buckles and he just falls to the ground. As he does, Riz, you just fucking dive roll out of the way at the last second as there's just this loud metal on stone crash that just deafens the area. So as he's downed, we're going to continue on with the rest of the attacks. Let's see. Vera, you're next. Or sorry, Kurla is next. So Kurla, you are, again, your AC is
28.
29. Okay.
28. Sorry.
I think
No,
haste
29.
One. Yeah.
Right.
So.
I don't know where that came from.
Haste.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Haste gives you
Sorry.
+1.
Apologies. Yes.
No, you're fine. So let's see. The first attack here is a 38 to hit. The 27 and 22 are going to miss. So you only take 37 damage from one of the giants. It comes in, hits you with its greatsword. Does a bit of damage. Again, absorbed by your divine shield. You know, no lasting hurt there. And then the final attacks here are going to be from one of the giants attacking Vera up in the air. Sadly, its first attack is a critical hit.
Oh.
Let's see what it gets.
Get a lot of crits
God
today.
damn.
There's a lot of crits today. All right, that was not
Yeah.
applicable. Let's try another one. Again, not applicable. Sorry. Okay, this one's going to come in. It's going to slash at you. The first hit, it's going to come in and slash into one of your arms and sever one of your tendons. So it cuts into your carapace armor, and it's going to deal 70. Sorry, it's going to deal 31 damage, and also deal 1d6 dexterity damage, which it rolls a 4. So you're going to take 4 points of dex damage, and then the other 2 attacks it gets are a 29 and a 20, which I believe both miss you.
They did until I got dexterity down.
That's true. So that 27 is your new AC. So yeah, that actually is going to hit you on that second attack. So you take 29 damage, which pierces through your new barrier, taking you to 162 hit points.
Alrighty.
All right. So you're back into your normal HP at this point. That is the giant's turn, and that brings us on to Lovette, who is currently oscillating. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm also hasted, so I'm going to fly down to prone Archie, and I'm going to cast Greater Evolution Surge. Just open up the hatch and start working on stuff inside, even though I'm not corporeal.
It counts.
I'm going to give him his 6 arms.
Okay. So Lovette just zooms over to him. Pieces of metal like flying out of Archie, like as Lovette's just moving it like so fast that the human eye couldn't possibly track. And the next thing you know, those additional seals are going to open up on Archie's sides, and more arms are going to pop out.
Yeah, and then I'll fly back up if I have any movement left after that.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So you can fly pretty quickly right now, 80 feet. So
right,
yeah,
okay.
You can go.
So I'll be at 20 feet then.
Yeah, you can go.
No, 15.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good. Okay, so you're now 15 feet above. Archie is now up. He is currently proned, but now has 6 arms. What would you like him to do?
Yes. So getting up, what does it take as far as action economy wise? It's
a move action to stand,
Okay.
unless you have a feat that makes it as swift.
Okay, then he will do that.
Okay, so move action to stand. That is going to provoke from a couple of these guys, so I'm going to roll some attacks here. They're only single attacks, though, luckily, so only a couple are going to make attempts. And of course, I get another fucking critical.
Of course.
It's one of those days, guys.
All right.
We get those days.
I believe that's one of those
right?
fuck
When
you
do we get
days,
those
right?
days?
It's
When
like
do we get
the
those
murder
days?
This
squad.
is a particularly nasty one, too.
all over again.
Oh.
So, Archie, you are struck with a shot that lands through his midsection and causes a bunch of his mechanical bits to start spilling out. The attack is called Disembowel. So he is going to take 1d4 con and 1d6 bleed. 1d4. Yeah. So he's gonna. The 1d6 bleed's not that bad. He just needs to get any kind of healing. So that's 4 points of bleed. I will add to him now.
Okay.
-4. I believe that counts. And then the other bit is the 1d4 con damage, which I'll roll now, which, fuck, of course, I rolled a 4.
Of course.
Sorry.
Okay.
So there we go. All right.
He's only got 18 Constitution, you guys. We might have to throw in the towel.
So
Right.
after that disemboweling shot, he's pretty messed up from that, but it is still his turn. He can act. He still has a standard action left.
Cool. So, oh, well, does he have a state? Does he not have a full action? Can he not full attack?
No, he cannot full attack after a move action.
Oh, I see. Even when he's hasted?
The haste would give him an extra attack on top of a full attack action. It also increases his movement speed, ups his AC, but doesn't give him like additional action economy, like as separate units of action economy.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know what I could have done to account for this except don't get crit so much, idiot.
I'm sorry.
Whoops.
The dice are crazy tonight.
Well, he's still gonna. All right. Well, he's gonna punch big guy.
Okay. He's gonna punch at one of the giants.
He's in hand range now.
Rosvir
jumped, or Romnir.
Yeah. He's Romnir is standing on top of Petravian. Yeah, so he's right there next to Archie.
Big mistake, loser. Can he power attack it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. That is not going to do it. Yeah.
No.
33. Archie rears back his fist, throws it at this guy. it is going to contact him, but it's going to hit him in like a shoulder pad, and Archie's fist is just going to plink off.
All right.
All right. That takes us to Vera. Vera, you are 30 feet above the din here. You're still in reach of these giants, like they're still reaching up and hitting you.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
So, we're hasted?
Yes, you are
You
hasted.
are hasted, yes.
Right. So just to know, I do have a AC of 28.
An AC of 28. Okay. Good to know.
I don't know if that factors in.
Let me scroll back and see if any of his attacks would have. No, the one that hit you was a 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because that was above the group, and now I believe Romnir is inside the mix of
Yeah.
everybody. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's in there.
So that means I'm probably right above him.
Yeah, pretty much. He's below you a little bit. He's pretty tall, so
He-
he's
he
within
removed
striking
his-
distance of Maleferous Sting.
He removed his helmet before the fight, if I
That's
recall
true.
correctly.
He is no longer wearing his helmet.
So all of a sudden, as much as it's not the best idea for Vera, Vera just feels this bloodlust as she sees right below is this guy's head, and she just looks and sees his other good eye.
Ooh.
And she's gonna drop down and try to drive her scythe directly into that socket.
Fucking let's go!
I mean, cold shots are difficult to pull off. Let's see what the dice think.
Am I close enough for a full?
You are not close enough for a full,
Okay, so I'm.
but
going
you can fly down and make a single attack. But like I said, his AC is pretty high, and a called shot's a penalty. So just this is a tough one.
Give me that nat 20.
No, those are for Beardy.
He also gets saves as well. So a hit doesn't dictate that he's blinded. It's gonna fuck him up if it works, though.
All right.
All right.
No, that's
So
25.
yeah,
hit.
so that is a nat 3 plus your modifiers. So you swoop down there and you swing this scythe, and it's just gonna go past his head. Like it doesn't even make contact with his armor. It goes past his head and moves some of his hair with the wind of it.
Why don't we
Why do
try
you
that
kinda-
again?
There you go.
Got it.
Mwah.
Oh, damn it, Riz.
They're
right.
feeling ambitious today.
That is a 34.
34 is still a miss.
Fuck! I was
All
so
right.
good. I'm
So
so,
it
sorry.
swings-
Oh,
This
I'm
time-
just never going to hit him then. That's 12 for me.
Yeah, it's a 12 and it still missed. So the scythe this time, as time kind of moves backwards from Riz's perspective, this time it's going to swing down and it's going to spark off of his shoulder plate and send sparks up as it does. All right, that is your turn. That's going to take us on to the purple worm.
And also, Hummel will continue.
Oh, right. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Yeah.
Hummel's damage. Yeah.
That's going to be 17.
Excellent.
Much
Nice.
better. Fantastic.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the distraction stuff here. Yeah. All right, he's fine. Like, again, this guy's fortitude's kind of off the chart. So, all right, that's going to take us on to your summon. Is it just going to keep biting him?
Yeah, it's going to maintain its grip on his leg.
Okay.
Just trying to basically envelop it and consume it. Trying to hold him back. As
Gotcha.
well as tearing the shit out of it.
Woo. Okay, he actually lands the shot. So this time, does he have the grab? Is it a bite grab he's got going on there?
The worm?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't see where it says he has a bite grab. So I'm going to have him make a combat maneuver.
Yeah.
As well as his bite. So we're just going to give him grab, even if he doesn't have it right now.
Fuck it.
I mean, he do have.
Fuck it, right? I mean, his combat maneuver is crazy good. So, of course, until I roll a 4.
Beardy?
Where the fucking 20s? Why are you jipping us over here?
I'm sorry.
I figured it out. It's not that he's rolling 20s. It's that these guys crit on 15 up.
I mean, they are using great swords, which have a pretty high crit range.
Oh,
Fuck
Um,
off.
All right, so yeah, that's not going to land. So he's able to bite him. He does 28 points of damage to his leg again, like to the king.
Mhm.
But he's not able to like maintain a grip on him to really like hold him back at all.
Gotcha.
All right, Petravian, beginning the round 3.
Okay, so I have a fun combination that I'm going to do here.
Okay.
Seeing that the purple worm isn't getting as good a grip. First, Petravian, his amber arm is going to glow. It's going to cast Grace. Since it's a swift action, no attack of opportunity.
Okay.
He is then going to cast, using his feature, Swarm Swap with the purple worm. Move action. Swap places with the purple worm. Now, the purple worm is under him, and I am where the purple worm is. I'm right next to him, so I'm going to attack.
Wasn't the worm attached to him?
Does that mean you got his foot in your mouth?
Yeah, is his foot in your mouth then? I mean,
Well, his foot was on top of me, right?
No.
I mean, yes, the other foot.
So, I mean, I'm biting him at the moment.
What an interesting choice of ability use. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
dear.
swarm swap.
Oh, God.
All right. It has a 40 feet range. What did we? I know we wrote this down somewhere. What is the?
Uses one.
It uses
one
a lay
charge
on
of
hands
mine.
charge or something, or what?
No, a divine bond.
Oh, divine bond charge. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'll drop you down to 2 charges of that left, and yeah, you swarm swap. So, Petravian, you burst into a swarm of bees, and those bees, at the same time, the worm next to Romnir is also going to burst into a swarm. Those swarms are going to change places and then recoalesce into their constituent people. As that happens, that's going to kind of cause Romnir to get a little bit off balance because now there's a enormous creature standing under him, like laying on the ground underneath him. But you appear next to him, so I'm going to remove the prone condition off of you.
That was the key there.
And yeah, if that was a... What kind of action is that?
Move.
That's a standard action. Okay.
The swarm swap.
Yeah. That's what I'm seeing on here, listed as a standard.
It says as a move action that spends 1 charge of divine bond.
Oh, where's that listed?
Under features.
I mean, I don't even see any description written.
Here I'll do this for you.
All I see is it's listed as a standard action. Range 40 feet.
Yep. Hold on, I got it for you. I got it.
It's an odd one to me. Not sure why I don't. Wait. Level 9 under feats. You're saying? There
Yes.
it is. Okay, you said it was under class features, or rather.
Oh,
you mean the
sorry,
features
yeah.
Tab. You're fine.
Oh.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, I need to amend that then. As a move action. Okay, I'm gonna change that real quick to avoid future problems.
Or this time around, can I do a single attack? Because I thought I was going under the impression of a move action.
Yeah. I mean, it is a move action, so you can attack. Yeah.
Sweet.
That's fine. Yep. So
Not a
Storm
full
Swap is-
attack,
No, not a full attack. No.
but
Single
still.
attack. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So again, the bees coalesce. You are now standing where the purple worm was. So Romnir is right there in front of you. Go ahead.
Sweet. Haste and full attack or single attack.
Yeah.
31.
All right. Your hammer bounces off of his armor.
Damn. What a well.
All
I'm
right.
not prone.
You are not prone. All right. Riz,
You should
you're
make
up.
resurrection.
All right. Thankfully, Storm Bolts works a very wonderful way where I can exclude anything I want. So I'm just gonna exclude the big old ogre guy, giant
You
guy,
giant.
the giant, and just hit
Okay.
all the other giants. But
Yeah.
with the bees in front of me, Riz is a little wary, so they kind of back up a bit more, so they don't have to be near that shit.
Okay. Is that a move or a 5-foot step?
5-foot step. I'm
Okay.
just trying to.
No worries. Okay. So you scooch a little bit back, and you cast Storm Bolts.
Correct.
All right. now you are still in like melee range of a bunch of giants.
Okay.
So I am gonna have one of the giants make an attack against you.
Okay, what kind of
opportunity here.
check should I do?
So there's two things you can do.
Okay.
You can either allow the attack to happen and see if it hits you or not, and then make a concentration check based on the damage you take if you get hit, or you can try to defensively cast, which is make a concentration check before casting the spell.
I'll do that.
Okay, so the spell itself is level 8.
Yeah.
So what you do is you take a base DC of 15 plus double the spell's level is the DC. So 15 plus 16 is 31, and you got a 44.
Because I rolled a
Damn.
19.
Nice.
The worst number.
It.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Fucking hate
All right.
nines.
Well, the good news is
I
that
don't know what helped you
absolutely
here.
succeeds. So again, you lift your hands to the skies, bolts of lightning arc out from you, and they're going to exclude Romnir and hit all the other dudes. So please go ahead and roll some damage for me.
77.
77. All right. So let me roll
Wow.
some saves for the giants. All right. That is a fail, a pass, a fail, and a fail. All right. So these stormboats are going to arc through the sky, strike a bunch of the different people in the room. You see 3 more of the giants drop, just smoking armor as this electricity has just ripped through them. It's almost like because they're wearing so much heavy metal, the lightning just goes right to them and just does so much more damage to them than it might normally have. So they're downed. 3, like I said, 3 of these giants just dropped. There's only a couple standing left in the room currently, besides Romnir. So his closest guard are just about wiped out.
I
All
just
right.
shrug.
Which is going to bring us to Romnir's
Quick question
turn.
before. Quick question. With Hummel, Feckin' Familiar, and am I in the swarm with them?
Yes.
And I get a bonus for that, correct?
A defensive
so.
bonus, I
But-
thought it
yeah.
was.
Defensive bonus. Okay, just I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was attack or
I
defense. Thank
believe
you.
so.
I think
Is
it
it-
was. I
Do
thought
we have that
maybe
written somewhere?
it's one.
What was that?
I said I didn't know if you have that written down somewhere so I can reference that.
He was asking
My
about
apologies.
Xeno, I thought.
Oh, apologies.
No, I thought for sure that had a increase to hit, but I
Do you
can't
have
remember.
a buff on you, Screwy, that has anything for that?
No, unfortunately.
No buffs in your buff section?
No.
Well,
Sadly.
I tried.
Okay, that's for later.
Yeah,
Nope,
we'll
that's
have
for
to
later.
we'll have to determine what that was
Yep.
and get that represented on your character sheet properly.
Yep.
Okay, so that takes us to Romnir. He's up and he's got this shield that's now glowing with a white energy.
Mhm.
He's going to look at the most dangerous person on the board to him, as far as he can tell, and that is going to be this purple-skinned elf. So he is going to aim this shield at Riz and slap it with his sword. A beam of energy is going to blast out from it, and it's going to go after Riz. So I believe that requires a ranged touch attack. One moment.
Any chance I can goad him into trying to shoot at me?
Nah, he saw the storm bolts coming out of Riz. Like he knows what's up.
I'm still.
This way, bitch! Come on! You scared of me?
Riz is too
Okay.
distracted, like, looking at the other opponents currently.
All right, so Riz, that is going to strike you.
Uh-huh.
That is a harm spell, so
Yeah,
that is going
I'm
to be
dead.
harm doesn't ever kill.
Oh, then I'm at 1 HP.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, so you do get a will save.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a will save.
25.
Success.
Nice.
I'm sorry for charging up his shield, apparently.
Yeah, any magic it seems like is going to. turn
Yeah.
into you.
Oh,
Whoopsie
with
doodle.
Vera's last turn, did we get any more information on the items?
Oh, right. On the number of sources, yes. His armor's magical. His wrist, his like bracers are magical. His shield is magical, and his sword is magical. He's also wearing probably an amulet underneath his armor. It's got a neck piece on. One thing that's of note that's interesting is that his eye is not magical.
Not
so
yet.
the stone, the black sapphire in his eye socket is actually just a mundane black sapphire.
Oh,
So,
It's just for
I
the
don't know
aesthetic,
if that
yo.
sentence really works.
respected
Mundane
it.
black sapphire.
yeah, right.
In his eye socket. I mean, yeah, it's so boring.
That's just a normal average everyday diamond worth $10 million.
In
All
his
right,
eye
so-
socket.
A successful save deals half the maximum amount of damage that the spell can deal, which is 150 damage. So Riz, you take 75 damage,
Okay.
and that would take you to. Let's see. Let me just do that for you here. 9 to 75. Boom.
30?
All right, that takes you to 30 HP. All right, but you're still up.
Yes.
All right. That is going to take us on to Jiro. Jiro.
Ow!
Jiro is going to move. Riz, you can feel the wind as someone just rushes past you.
And I imagine it's just more defined nowadays.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Hmm.
So the wind rushes past you, almost like someone just like sprinted right by you, and Jiro is going to become visible on the field as he rushes up and begins stabbing at Ramnir with his sword. So he's going to use, since he moved, he's only going to attack once with his freezing wakizashi, and he is going to fucking roll a crit because of course he does.
Yay! That's
Oh my
my
God.
fiance.
So he rushes up and he gets a critical hit. It confirms. It deals 34 points of damage. And let's see, critical card slashing. Gets a fortitude save from that. It doesn't auto happen. That would be terrible. Fortitude.
No. Did he die? Did he get the
Fucking-
correct card that I?
Did he get
Fucking-
decapitation?
Fucking rolled a nat 1 on his fortitude save.
For which
Uh,
card?
It's not decapitation. It's
Aw.
almost as bad. It's almost as bad. All right, let me let me set the scene here. Okay, Riz, you're standing there after just taking this harm shot.
Okay.
You feel like shit. Rushing past you and becoming visible as he does is Jiro. He pulls this freezing wakizashi and he rushes up and jumps, slashing upward as he does. He catches Ramnir just behind his right gauntlet, completely severing his right hand.
Oh shit!
Spurts of blood launch out as his, just again, this enormous greatsword just clangs to the ground with his hand still like locked around the handle of the sword. That's Jiro's turn. Fucking goddamn it.
I know what I'm doing my turn. I know what I'm
I
going
am
to do.
so incredibly pissed off.
I love him so much.
I just want you to know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to take the thunder from this.
That was so
But it's
cool,
beautiful.
though.
It was
If
so
he's not
cool.
dead yet, we're good.
He's not dead yet. He just fucking got disarmed. Like,
Ah,
disbanded.
disarmed.
Yeah. All right, Kurla, you have initiative.
Kurla is gonna see Riz taking that hit, and for a moment, it looks as if they're just gonna cast a straight healing spell, but at the same time, they're watching all of their friends getting hit here, and Lovette and Vera are both in the air. They're both at 15 and 30 meters, so they're outside of range. But I'm assuming everyone else is within about 30 feet of me. I'm kind of in the center of the room, trying to be within
15 feet
healing
is
range of
within
everyone.
30 feet.
Pardon me?
15 feet is within 30 feet. I don't need the healing, but I
Are
don't
you at
see why that
meters
would be
or feet? Because on
No,
the
it's-
screen it
It's
looks like
listed as miles because we're on the world map.
Okay,
Yeah. Don't worry
so
about that.
it's
This
feet,
is-
not meters.
Yeah, it's all theater
I
of the
saw the
mind.
M and was thinking meters. Okay, all right. In that case, this is gonna hit. Actually, Vera and Lovette, it's really up to you whether or not this hits you because it might interfere with other stuff that you've got going on. But a beam of moonlight is going to hit Kurla, and y'all have seen dust motes in a sunbeam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That visual effect.
Mhm.
It looks a lot like that as Kurla appears to turn into a kind of whirling mass of that. It's still visibly Kurla, but it looks like they are motes in a moonbeam, and it doesn't just last with them. That seems to have hit Jiro, it seems to hit Riz, it seems to hit Archie, and it seems to hit Petra, and if Lovette and Vera want it to hit them, that's really up to you, but they are going to cast Particulate Form, which gives everyone a fast healing +3, makes them immune to bleed damage and sneak attacks, but most useful for us, it also makes you immune to critical hits.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Pew, pew, pew.
Christ.
Pew, pew, pew,
And thank you so
pew.
much. I'm tired of that shit.
Enjoy. So you're kind of dust motes in a moonbeam right now. You can still do everything that you need to do, but
Okay.
there is a weird shifting visual effect, and
Yeah.
you're much
Nice.
harder to hit now.
Yeah, you look and function normally, but I mean, for the purposes of the spell, yeah, you can look like moonbeams or like dust motes in a moonbeam. That's fine. But yeah, the important thing is that you function just the same. You just have a bunch of new immunities and fast healing, which is pretty wild. That's actually going to counteract the bleed effect on Archie quite quickly.
Nice.
So Archie's no longer bleeding; he's now healing.
Was the worm hit as well?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Beg your pardon. I
Lovely.
forgot the giant purple worm.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
it's underneath Romney right now.
Bob.
In terms of just the spice, I don't know how you want to incorporate it, Lovette and Vera, with your gyrating, oscillating, and your swarm form, but it would grant you those same benefits as well.
Okay.
Up to you.
So I'm
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's up to you, but actually, it's up to Beardy.
That's fine.
You
I
ever
mean, it'll-
seen
it'll land,
motes
yeah.
of dust oscillate before?
It's
Yeah.
fascinating, yeah.
I can't see
are now.
anything.
When I've had too much coffee.
All right. So Kurla casts that spell, gives everybody around particulate form, and that is going to take us on to the giants, the remaining giants, which there are not very many left. Those that are still up are going to be attacking Kurla and Archie. So here we go. All right. The attacks, first ones are going to be against Kurla. A 34, 39, and critical that is negated because of particulate form. So 36 damage, 33 damage, and 35 damage dealt to Kurla, finally breaking through your divine barrier. The next ones are going to be against Archibald. A 34, 38, and 27, which I believe 2 of those are
27
going to
will
hit.
not. Yeah.
So 33 damage and 35 damage, taking Archie down to 28 HP left.
Oof.
So he's taking a bit of a punishment there. So
He
again,
has.
he looks pretty messed up. He got disemboweled earlier. His knee's been like popped out. Archie really looks rough at this point.
It's times
There's,
like this that I'm glad he doesn't have feelings right now.
Yeah, he's got like jets of steam like popping out of him at random points. Like some of his rivets
Yeah.
are like popping off.
I mean,
It's-
it still
it's
breaks
pretty
Lovette's heart to
terrible.
watch it.
Yeah, he's pretty messed up.
Well,
but yeah, luckily he
he's
doesn't-
gonna get a cool moment.
doesn't really feel pain right now. So sure.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
So that's the giant's turn. That's going to take us on to Lovette.
All right, I got something nuts. So I'm gonna fly down to Archie. I'm so excited for this. I'm gonna use a regular evolution surge, which gives him 4 points,
Mhm.
and it's going to be 4 points into weapon proficiency. So 2 point surge for simple proficiency, and then plus 2 points to make it martial proficiency.
Okay, you just dropped a rejuvenate Eidolon.
Oh, did I?
Regiment.
Whoops! It's
Yeah.
the same spell level, so just
Okay.
don't heal him, and it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Uh,
All right, and what evolution were you activating?
He's getting weapon proficiency,
Oh.
simple and martial.
You madman.
I have.
All right.
Auto, auto,
Okay,
I'm
auto.
that's
so
gonna-
excited.
It's going to take us to Archie's turn.
All right.
Get it, buddy.
So if he picks up the sword and he's still got the 5 other hands, does he still get 5 other punches?
So it's a two-handed weapon. So he would not get
So he'd
5
get
other punches.
2 other punches.
Yeah.
No, 4 other punches.
So yeah, two of his arms, because normally, like right now, he would get 6 attacks, correct?
Correct.
So he would be getting 5 attacks.
Yes, and then 1 more from haste.
And then 1 more from haste. Yes.
And can he make that with the greatsword?
The extra attack would be with the greatsword. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to roll
it.
his regular forearm attack.
Yeah.
And
Roll a
then-
regular forearm attack, and then
We'll figure the greatsword out.
yeah, roll once he's done with that. Who's he attacking, by the way? Is he going after Romnir?
He's going all in on Romnir.
Okay, cool. Okay. Do it to it.
Get it, buddy.
All
That's
right.
A 41, a 34, a 39, a 32, and a 30.
Done.
All right,
Oh,
two-
sorry. The last one is from the haste. So ignore
Okay,
that.
yeah, we can ignore that one for now. So, of the ones that are valid there, 2 of those are going to hit, dealing 28 and 29 damage respectively.
Nice.
So 2 of the punches are going to get into him, and he's looking pretty bad. I mean, his fucking hand is gone. He's looking pretty bad and pretty angry at this point. All right. So for the great sword attack, you're going to be rolling a standard melee attack.
Okay.
And then I'll do the adjustments on my side. So
Where do I find this? Combat.
so under combat
Melee.
at the top, yeah, it's
Gotcha.
melee. Yep.
And then should I roll this twice because the haste as well?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that twice for the haste.
It's a 42 and a 35.
Awesome. Okay, so one of those is going to hit. 42 is going to land.
Okay.
Let's see. The greatsword is pretty damn strong. So let's see here. This normally does a D10, D6, 14, and 2. Okay.
And it doesn't use that. Oh wait, here he shot the harm. That's right. Shit.
Yeah, he already shot the harm. So this thing is going to slash down. Go ahead and roll. I believe a huge greatsword is 3d8, but I could be wrong. We'll just go ahead and do that for now. So do 3d8 plus 1d6 plus 16. And that'll be the damage.
That is 33.
Jesus.
All right. You slice in for 33 damage with his own sword against him.
Mhm.
He looks really fucked up. Like this last shot cut into his plate, his breastplate. He's got blood leaking out all over the place. He's on his last legs. And that's going to take us to Vera.
Can I spice
him,
that a little?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Archie grabs his arms with 2 of the arms and like holds them to the side so that he can't fight back. And then with the 2 that aren't holding the sword, he's like punching him like a punching bag. And then with the sword, he turns it upside down and like stabs crossway into his chest.
Yeah, he's pretty messed up. He still stands. But yeah, that takes us on to Vera. What do we got?
Do you mind, since they're right next to each other, do you mind if I combine Vera and the purple worm's turn?
Sure.
That makes
I mean, the
sense.
purple worm's under him currently, but yeah.
One thing last. Did I get the healing for Archie? How does that work? Do I need to
so-
apply that?
Yeah, it's what, 4 points around?
Oh, is it? Okay.
What's the
Sorry.
particulate form?
3, I believe. It's
I didn't
realize
plus
it was
1,
on
and then it's plus 10 and 15 level. You get an extra +1, so +3 per round.
Yeah, that's fine. So you don't need to worry about it too much. It's a minuscule amount of hit points, but I can basically, if you want to add that on there for now, you
I
just
just
go under attributes and there's a fast healing box. Just put in fast healing 3 and it'll auto do it every time they're up.
Okay.
And then we'll just
Sorry
need to
about that.
remove that after the fight. It's no big deal. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, you said you want to combine your turn with your purple worm?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what the purple worm is going to do is it's going to coil around Romnir's legs and shoot up basically in between him and Riz. So there's a wall basically.
Okay.
And just as it goes up, Vera touches the worm with her hand, and I would like to imbue it with strong jaw. And do you want to describe this? What that looks like in?
Yeah, sure thing. So the creature like moves in to kind of coil around him. You you hit this. You reach your hand out, and your chitinous fingers drag across its horrid flesh. And as you do, the creature seems to redouble in power. Like its colossal jaws already just start to become even crazier. These bone hinges start to appear on its outside, and it looks like this whole mouth is now just set like a bear trap. Its teeth, like somehow reshape themselves into even sharper things, to where now it just looks like they're more like almost metallic in how fine the edging is on them now. And as it coils up, I'm assuming it's going to be making a bite attack against him.
That's right.
All right. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see, full attack, purple worm. All right, and it's going to double the damage, I believe. Is that, or doubles the?
It's going to increase the size category, but it's already colossal, so it's gonna have to. You're gonna have to make a new size.
Yeah, it's going to become colossal plus. Okay.
Plus
All
ultra.
right, that's fine. So, yeah, this thing coils around him, rears up, its teeth reform and mold into something even more dangerous, and it rears down to deliver a bite attack against the King of the Giants. And I have one question for you, Vera.
Yes.
Would you have to put some spice in those dice?
Hell yeah!
Get
So this
Nice.
thing, Vera points away from the head, and it just goes in and starts tromping through this armor on his shoulder until there's basically this hole just forming as it eats around the head, basically consuming the portion of the torso between the head and where the shield was. And it just basically kind of peels back as he falls onto the ground.
Yeah, like a hungry person eating out of a tin can, just peeling it back and biting, and peeling it back and biting.
It kind of, yeah, it's actually kind of like biting into a beer can or something, just
Yeah,
where it just rips it.
and it also has the pressurized liquid coming out too.
Not Red Bull.
Petra's
Not-
soaked.
Yeah, not as foamy. But anyway, so what happens is your purple worm digs into this guy, tearing at his flesh, ripping the armor apart, and just annihilating him. Romnir, the tyrant lord of the giants, has been slain. So at this point,
Fuck yeah.
any surviving giants that are in the area, any non-combatants, anybody like that, is just in full flight. They're just running.
Attacks
away
of
like crazy.
opportunity. Sorry.
Nice.
So they are gone. They are running, and that is going to end combat. So, yeah, your group is now standing among the dead and dying giants, and
Beautiful.
you have a pretty nice bounty of dead giant to harvest here.
Loot.
Do you think we destabilized the government here, or do you think we gave them a different option?
I mean, no matter what, it has to be better now that this guy's
Like-
dead.
Well, the whole trial by combat system seems like it falls apart if we just show up and kill them and leave.
Yeah.
Like, we are the rulers now.
They'll just
Well, I think
fight
that's
amongst themselves
their
like this.
problem.
Yeah, I guess so. I wasn't expecting to leave as anything more than that die, but it's been a long time since there's been equipment Archibald can actually use.
What is this shield that was such a fucking bitch? Is this fucking spell
Yes.
turning? What is this? Fuck you, shield.
Can you look into that? And Vera has already gone to the head and is putting her hands into this giant's eye socket.
you get Maliver's sting, and then you just kind of you wedge it, and it just boop, just pops out. So
why
what
is
pops
it-
out is this enormous black sapphire that you it honestly you can barely hold it with one hand. It is truly huge. It's also well polished. It's completely dark, but it reflects light in such an odd way that it kind of just draws the eye to it. It really is a breathtaking piece of gem.
Why is it black?
It's also covered in gunk.
I thought sapphires were supposed
Petravian-
to be green.
They're supposed to be blue, Vera. And they actually come in a variety of colors. There is pink sapphires.
Oh,
There is Oread.
I thought the
Petravian
trial was
walks
with
over
the
to,
sapphire.
Sorry, go ahead.
I thought the color was what made it a sapphire.
No, it is the makeup of the.
As everyone
Petravian
is
walks over to Archie and starts laying on hands, but like, oh, buddy, you took all of that, didn't you?
as everyone is kind of arguing about the chemical makeup and so forth of sapphires, Kurla will also walk up to Archie and cast Heal.
Okay.
After which they will walk over to Risen and just hold out their hand and pause a moment, asking, as they always going to do, for permission. Funny that they didn't with Archie.
Archie
and it-
will respond, by the way, when being healed by Petravian and Kurla,
Hmm.
and just say, "This unit is functional."
Oh.
Yeah.
This unit did
Okay.
very well. Thank
So-
you, Archie.
Yeah, Riz will give you a high five and just be like, you didn't have to ask.
I know, I'm worried about that. After healing Archie and Riz, Kurla's going to go start going around to all of the slain giants and close their eyes.
Okay. What do you do to the ones that are not dead yet?
Well, they fleed, didn't they?
No, the ones that are downed but not dying. Or sorry, that are dying but not dead, I should say.
I walk over to one of them and ask, "Do you want to live?"
They're unconscious. Like,
Oh, they're unconscious.
They're,
Well,
they're
Fuck.
yeah, the ones that are
can I res them to 1 hit point? Am I able to do that?
Yes, you can. He's asking if you want to do that. Do you want
Yeah.
to do
Yeah,
that?
I want to do
what
that.
I'm
I-
asking is, yeah, what would you like to do with the dying?
I
I'm
would
not killing.
stabilize them both.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
so that they can leave.
Alrighty. So, Curly, you go around and stabilize those that you can, and put those who you cannot to rest. So, a moment later, Vera has this fist-sized sapphire in her hand. I'm assuming that Archie's going to be holding onto that sword.
Yeah. Maybe the bracer
Get him a
shield thing.
Yeah, the bracer that's on his body is pretty enormous, but you can try to like yank it off of him.
Happily. What do I need for that?
You
Or
don't need
do I-
anything for it. You can
Okay.
just grab it. It's just
Is
it's
the
just kind of
armor
stuff.
fucked from the worm?
The
or
armor-
Is it usable?
The armor is completely fucked. The armor has been chewed to pieces. So
Speaking of which,
yeah.
I'd like to, right before the worm goes away, Vera motions to it, and it regurgitates up this gunky mess. Inside of it is the amulet.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'd
Nice.
like to see what this is.
Yeah. Okay. It's an amulet that's sized for something bigger than you, but it's a magic item that should probably resize itself when equipped. So right now you have an unidentified amulet. So you can check that out when you're not in a dangerous situation.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of dangerous situation, the reinforcements are on their way. You can hear like war horns and calls and cries for aid.
So
As like you can hear probably hundreds of giants being alerted to your presence.
Lovette, are you ready to go back to price some dime? Price some dime.
I don't know what that means, but I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I can go for round two.
What the fuck?
Alright, alright, fine, we go back to Presidium.
That was it.
I mean, you're
All right.
eclipsed.
Any
All
gold
the
chests
names
at the
just
moment
So
in the
silly.
area?
It's elves, really.
Before we, how
Mhm.
much of the head of the king is left? Not
The
a
whole-
huge
the
amount.
whole head.
The head's the left. Yeah, I mean,
The head's left.
It's-
Okay.
yeah.
Kurla
Oh
will
wait, he
leave.
took off his crown, didn't he?
It was a helmet.
it was a
Yeah,
helmet.
sorry,
He-
helmet.
He wasn't wearing it. I mean, he had like a circlet on under it, but it's not that big of a deal.
I'd
Kurla
say
will
we
leave.
take off whatever magical items he had.
Mm-hmm.
That we can move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Vera's pretty much stripped him already of the
Okay.
magical items.
And we can move the stuff easily. We've got trans-dimensional spaces to store things.
Hmm.
Yep.
Kurla will leave the king for last before heading over there, as Vera has just removed the eye. They'll close the king's eyelids and then just kind of look from Vera to the king to the sapphire and back again, and then just hold out their hand for it.
I don't think you can carry this.
It's
Like the-
fist-sized, right?
The-
Beardy?
Oh, the amulet. Talking about?
No, the sapphire.
Yeah, yeah it's like Vera could barely hold it.
With
it's
one
like your-
hand.
No, just I'm saying it barely fits in one hand.
Oh, okay.
Like, have you ever tried to like lift a basketball?
Constantly. I can't get away from them.
Right, they're everywhere. The world's just
Can't
full of
hold
them.
all these basketballs.
So it's similar to that. Like, if you ever tried to pick up like a basketball or a soccer ball, it's really big and difficult to hold with one hand because there's no edges on it. It's just
Okay.
round.
In that case, never mind.
I'm not saying it's
Vera-
like it's not difficult to hold with two hands. I'm just saying it's difficult to hold it with like it's difficult to pick up with.
Yes,
one
I got there.
Yeah.
So in that case, Vera would give it to Kurla.
Kurla will say softly, did it have to go down that way?
It's the best solution to it. This went down fantastic. I mean, I wish that Riz didn't get so hurt.
I wish
They
we
just
didn't have
walk
to kill
it
him.
off.
Personally, I wish we could have negotiated a equitable thing without killing him. But yeah,
Can't negotiate
Way it
with
goes.
kings.
Yeah,
Hello,
I
Will.
don't know. I'm not going to make a comment about giants, but I think given that this guy had all these assaulties with violence, I think he was ready for violence.
Like, this person probably caused more harm throughout the world than we can think of.
I don't know
It's a
about
good
that.
thing it's dead.
It seemed pretty isolated around here.
In the very least, it was probably the kind of death he would wish for.
Yeah,
There is a
I-
loud
Can we go now?
crunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's-
guess so.
There's a loud crunch as the door is struck to this chamber.
yeah, time to
Throw
go.
out the teleport pad.
Yeah,
So-
Kurla will stride over to the teleport pad, just barely holding onto this damn thing.
Go ahead.
As-
Go ahead, bud.
Go
No, I'm
ahead.
trying. Yeah, I'm trying
I'll
to
go
get you.
last.
Go ahead.
He's trying to get you to go, Xeno.
Okay. As I'm going onto the pad, I'm going to grab onto this quarterstaff that I have. And
Okay.
right now we're in a what kind of area? Is this a enclosed?
Yeah, so
Sorry.
this is a kind of an open courtyard that was once part of some sort of grand castle or citadel, but it is decayed and it's to the point where now it's essentially just a large ruin. But there is still like a door to the chamber, but the chamber's open air. Like this is technically outdoors, but it wasn't always outdoors.
But is it stone or is it?
Yeah, it's stone.
Wooden.
Yes.
All right. In that case, still. As we're heading out, right before we teleport, Vera activates this thing, which basically it's this glowing quarterstaff that's being entangled with these fireflies, and all of a sudden it will burst, making this sound, almost like a kind of like reverse, like hydrogen explosion, as Firestorm is cast right before we leave, setting ablaze to the shrine or this throne room.
Okay. You cast Firestorm right as the teleport goes off. Can I get a D100 for the teleport, please?
Oh yeah, do the giants burst through as we're going out?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm
breaking
breaking them off as we're leaving. Like, you're too late, bitches.
All right.
What?
All right. So that is probably one of the better teleports you've ever
9
made.
is fucking great.
So
really.
you cast your teleport. There is a flash of light, and a lot of you are whisked away from the throne room of the Giant King, and return to, I believe your target was Presidium again.
Yeah.
All right.
Right behind you, man.
So you return to Presidium, and are once again next to the gazebo and the gardens behind the mansion.
You know, I really thought that was going to take more than like a couple hours.
Well-
Yeah, I actually kind of thought we were going to have to find him while he was asleep.
Honestly, we just kind of bulldozed our way in without the bulldozing part. We were just there and we're like, thank you. It was
What
kind
is
of fun.
bulldozing?
Yeah.
It's a thing in other worlds sometimes.
Wait, those that came up with it?
I am so sorry. Some other worlds are a little more advanced. Don't worry. The fact of the matter is, people are living their lives to the fullest, and that is amazing.
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
Jiro is going to be standing right next to Riz, and he's going to put a hand on their shoulder, and then put a hand over his heart, and then move that hand and touch Riz over their heart.
And Riz will do the same, of course. I'm okay. I promise. Are you okay?
He nods, and will sign, "That was too close."
I will try my best not to let that happen again.
He'll reply, "I believe you."
Riz just puts their forehead against his. And just kind of,
And the two just vibe for a bit.
yeah, they just gaze at each other.
At that point, a lot of you are swarmed by 2 children.
There you are!
Hey.
Wow, you weren't gone very long, but you sure look like shit. Look at all the dust on you. Yes, look at all the dust on you.
Oh, you should see the other guy.
You can't be like that when you go into the house. No, you track dirt everywhere.
Actually, it's just blood.
Petravian probably would be covered in the giant's blood since it the worm ate him like.
Oh yeah,
right
like
next.
Those of you
head
who are
to
in
toe.
melee are pretty drenched in gore.
I'm
It's pretty bad.
completely clean.
Auntie Vera,
Bath.
Yes.
could you do the pre-bath before we let them in?
The
You know,
pre-
you go like, push!
Oh, just create water.
Yes, at them, please.
Yeah,
I've got-
and that's what happens. Vera just like starts spraying Lovette.
I'm glad I'm still oscillating.
Oh, right here. Okay, and
I
I
didn't
just
get
out
healthy.
Riz.
Kurla will
Cold water!
Kurla will do create water on themselves and shower themselves off. They're not too comfy letting Vera do it to them.
Vera's just about to, and it just like, stops as it's like. Oh, okay. Move on.
Because you know it's gonna be cold and just terrible feeling.
Yeah, I create a nice, gentle, warm. Actually, I hate that kind of shower. I need like a massive pressure anyway. But also rinse off this fucking great big sapphire
Yeah,
That's true.
because it was still gooey and gunky.
For Vera's, because Vera has the endurance, so she isn't like fully like doesn't know if things are too hot or too cold. It's going to be one of the two.
Flip a coin. Ugh.
Well,
It's just
anyone who doesn't
water.
want to get hosed down with a fucking fire hose, Lovette's gonna cast her daily gnomish prestidigitation to make a little cleaning bot come out of her gauntlet and go clean up anyone who needs it.
You got it.
You got a little
So-
mop and they'll just mop your face.
What
A
couldn't
moment
these
later-
happen before the water?
A moment later, the party has used their magic and abilities and cleaned themselves off. And at this point now, Karis has stepped back out into the back.
Much
house.
better. Now you won't be tracking icky, gicky, red stuff all over the place. Yes, that would be sticky and annoying to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not that difficult. You get used to it.
I mean,
was-
I'd clean up after myself.
I'm sorry that we weren't able to get you anything. We didn't exactly have time for shopping.
Well, that's fine. That took less time than I expected. Is everything all right?
Well, unless this is more useful, and I have this like big ass amulet.
Step one's done.
We got the shield.
Yeah, Kurla will hold up the sapphire.
Look at the ones of sheets.
God, it's
Struggling because I
huge.
mean it's big.
Love
They've
it.
got both hands on it. They're cupping it.
Okay. Wow.
See if
That's
you can
amazing.
figure out what these are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'll get on it right away.
Is there somewhere safe we can stash this thing until we're ready to do the thing
Oh yeah,
with it?
we'll put it in the vault. Absolutely. Come on. And Karis will usher you all into the manor to place the black sapphire in the vault of the Presidium stronghold.
That takes me back.
Yeah, right. And as you place it in there and lock it down for safekeeping, that is where we're going to fade to black. With now the
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.